Oh, hi viewer. Am I live now? Great. I am Dirk the Red Panda, and I have 2,000 subscribers, which means I am better than 99% of the population. No, I'm kidding. don't worry. I'm not gonna be that stuck about myself being like on 2,000 subscribers. It's a drug. 2,000 subscribers be a real drug, but uh honestly, it's giving me this like feeling of butterflies to have all the supports. So, uh, hopefully you guys could hear me, and hopefully this does not have any more technical difficulties. Last time I tried this, Tennessee's crashed, and the time before that, there was a long kind of talk about my 18 plus content on here. So, lots of trials and errors. So. Hopefully here we get this right, so I'm gonna put this mic down. My water was dripping, so... I don't know if I said that I'm Dirk the Red Panda yet. Am I Dirk the Red Panda? Yes, I am. And I'm playing Tennis Ace, so if I didn't say it already, that's what this is. So, anyway, Tennis Ace is up and running. I managed to get it to the end of update 39 or whatever the update was before it. So I got to the end of day 28, and I think it actually extends supposedly because I accidentally went forward a few lines and it changed to a different perspective, and I was like, oh shoot, it's different colors, which means it's different perspective. And so I was like, no, don't look at it, rewind. So it works. It works now for sure. Anyway, let's give it up for take 3. Yeah, it's like day 15. So, yeah. But in all seriousness, thank you guys for being here and just supporting my channel. It really means a lot to actually have people behind me and just supporting my work, especially when I've been through tough times, especially right now with pandemic stuff and just really struggling to find a job for my major. So I've just been in the ups and downs of it a lot lately, and this has been a good place to kind of stabilize and just chat and have fun and just, loosen up. So it's like a good exercise. It's like kickboxing or whatever. I don't know. It's like sports or something. It's relieving for people to do. And for me, I don't have many things that make me feel relieved. I don't know why I say relief like that, but geez. Alright, so I'm gonna say start at the 5-minute mark, giving myself 2 minutes. I swear I'm only gonna talk for 2 more minutes. But yeah, it's just nice to have everybody here, and thank you again. So, the other thing I want to mention is, I'm gonna do this because I did in the first one, it is Bisexual Awareness Day, and as some of you may know, I myself am bisexual, so this is just here to make sure that all people of all sexualities, especially today for those that are bi, their identities are valid, and we respect you and just hope for the best for you. So yeah. Yeah, guys, be you, be bisexual, be awesome. Crap, my bisexual flag fell. No, it's like falling. Come on. I stuck it in a little thing. Yeah. Okay. So, 1 minute to spare. I'm timing myself on these now, making sure I don't rant for too long. So, Dirk, slobberface. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be slobber's face or just slobberface, like I'm making a slobber face. But anyway, we are here. We are at the end of day 28, but it's actually not gonna be the end of day 28. Let me spoil that for you. There's gonna be more. I don't know what, but yeah, I managed to get it to where it's working now and gonna start things up from there. So here we go. Fingers crossed for the best with this update. And once again, it's 18 plus, so no minors allowed. If you somehow got through the barriers of my 18 plus restrictions, you should not be here, and I think there should be more precautions taken from YouTube with that and people trying to fake their age. Anyway, let's get started. there is more to day 28. Most importantly, I can barely keep myself from reaching with my fingers to touch my lips. Still remembering the feeling of Keisuke kissing me. Okay, so once again, spoilers. I know that this is a different perspective, so it's not going to be Shuichi. Or, well, Nico. So, let me just... For music, just to hear if there's any music in here. This is actually going to be Keisuke's perspective. Because I saw purple, unless I'm wrong, and could be somebody else. Watch it be like Alex or some other person. It's just going to be like way off. Turns out it was Saya the whole time. Anyway, I'm going to do Keisuke's voice for this part. Yes, this is the new update part. It takes a little time to spot the car, parked by a curb near the intersection in front of the station. A black sedan with no identifying marks whatsoever. A part of me is pleasantly surprised to see that they are capable of listening to me on occasion. Either that or someone doesn't want me to be noticed. Whichever it is, God, I take my blessings when I'm given them. The car soon begins to rumble, shaking the entire frame as it takes off without further delays. Oh God, this best be important. You are interrupting my birthday celebration. Apologies, young master. We were told it was urgent. Master Saga requested your presence at the estate immediately. I always think it's that guy, the fox with like the thing. He's doing the thing, and I always think he's doing like that Dumbledore voice where he's like, "Frick the shit out of that wand." So, it's purple. We are now in Keisuke's perspective. I swear it's so interesting. Jesus. It's so interesting to see the different colors from the different perspectives. It makes me really happy, actually. You're really testing your boundaries, Basket. I'll have to ask him how he does that. For research purposes. I have a VN of my own, too. Just modified it today. Anyway, apologies, young master. We were told it was urgent. Master Saga requested your presence at the estate immediately. I try to keep them as distant from my regular life as I can, but they still find their similar ways to interfere with it. Alexander insisted that I take the sedan out this time. Said it wouldn't be a good idea to call attention to ourselves this late at night. Alexander was right. Thank you for listening. However, you need not apologize for Father's whims, Okabe. And I know it's been said before, but please refrain from referring to me in that manner. Oh, my apologies, young master. As I've mentioned before, I am not at liberty to do so. Otherwise, I will get fired. Oh, figures. Not only am I forced to have servants all around me, I am not even allowed to speak casually with them for fear of someone listening in. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a wiretap in this car either. The long drive home is taken in complete silence. The most I can do to pass the time is check my phone every few minutes, being careful not to overdo it lest my motion sicknesses kick in. I made sure to send Nico and the others a message right after I left, thanking them once more for the day they spent with me. I am not used to having others caring for me in this kind of manner, but it certainly brings me a smile to my face knowing that I have such thoughtful friends. Oh, having Nico messaging me even at this time is certainly nice. For all his hesitations when we first started dating, he seems to have grown into our relationship far quicker than I expected him to. Although that is to say things have not, or things not to say that things have been perfect. It is still quite clear that he is not yet fully accustomed to the idea of dating a man. Gasp. His embarrassment can be quite cute at times. It takes quite a bit of self-control to not tease him relentlessly. And here I was ready to push for a little more intimacy tonight. God, what horrible timing for this interruption. I will have to slide those thoughts into the back burner until another good opportunity presents itself. Oh, I forgot Keisuke's by. I forgot where he said that, but... Happy Bisexual Awareness Day, Keisuke! Yeah. So... if Haruki, Drake, and Victor were roots, you'd get the whole flag. Oh, seriously. Which is fine by me. I've been patient so far. I can remain so for a while longer. Arriving at the estate, Akabe quickly parks the car along with the other family vehicles. Far too many for me to count and way more than would be necessary. Even after all these years, I still find this place to be unnecessarily luxurious. I mean, no one needs a house this big. Or this many cars. Young master, it pleases me... Jesus, it's so hard to do Alex's voice. Like, Keisuke's is kind of smooth like this. And then Alex's is, like, really deep. Young man... Oh, Jesus, it's so hard. I gotta take the headphones off for it. Young master, it pleases me to see you arrive today. Young master, huh? Seems it's not safe for us to talk freely out here either. Yes, it is good to see you as well. It is also surprising to see you still here. I thought you would have gone home by now. Alex's left eyebrow twitches. I can quite clearly tell that he is currently struggling to keep a straight face. Something has come up. I am, however, very sorry to have interrupted your plans. I appreciate your apology, Alexander. Now, do tell what it is that was so urgent. It is not my place to say, young master. I was asked to escort you inside immediately. Master Saga and Mistress Chiyoko wish to speak to you. I might actually get in trouble for dallying so long. Hearing her name, the fur at the back of my neck prickles right away. I have to swiftly remind myself to perform my usual breathing exercises. Otherwise, the displeasure will become apparent to my face. I see you risked punishment in order to work out a way to inform me of your grandmother's presence here. God, thank you, Alex. I will find a way to reward you later. Very well. Please lead me inside. Alex nods, dismissing the driver with a few curt words before setting off ahead of me into the estate and through the hallways. From the way his shoulders are tensed up in the rhythm of his steps, I can tell something has got him on edge. The very idea of that is slightly terrifying. He walks briskly for a few steps before noticing that I'm not keeping up. Once he realizes it, he swiftly slows down to match my pace. Neither he nor I are good at this whole walking elegantly thing, but as it will most certainly be expected of me to be seen as such, I have no choice but to leave Alex to adjust to me. Yeah, Shuichi is supposed to be blue. Like, if you watch the tennis match where Keisuke and... what's his name? Nico, Yuichi, whatever. Like, when the two of them play a tennis match and Keisuke sprains his wrist or whatever, you get a perspective from Shuichi, I think, there. Then, and on day 12. when we're playing like the Akita. So, and I remember it being like a darkish purple, kind of like Shuichi's fur. So, yeah, that's a thing. Alex leads me towards the tatame room. Or tatame? Or tatame? Yeah, tatame. Could be tatame. Or tatami room, Jesus. Alex leads me towards the tatami room. My stomach churns as soon as I realize where we are heading. Suffice to say, I don't have pleasant memories of this room. It's usually only used during meetings or important family discussions. Worse even, as soon as the door slid open, the first thing that hits me is the disgustingly sweet scent of macerated sakura, immediately conjuring up images of a certain person in my mind, even before I've seemed to have a chance to see her. Her. Grandma. Stupid grandma. Curses. Good evening, father. Grandmother? Ah, yes, I should have suspected. For me to be suddenly pulled away by Alex of all people when you already knew of my plans. Of course, their meddling would have been the reason. To what do I owe the pleasure? Just like, I can imagine Keisuke saying that, just internally sighing so hard. Father and grandmother are knelt by the table in the center of the room, their eyes glued directly at me. On me. Soon as I speak up, father glances away for a second, nervously coughing into the side of his closed fist. Oh, this is not the side. COVID, father. Be careful, father. Don't cough into your hand. That will spread COVID. Sorry, son. I forgot what his voice was, the father's voice, but whatever. More surprisingly still is seeing Kuroda among the other two servants they have standing behind them. Why is he there? Usually they are only followed by the top servants of their specific factions each. Why is one of mine... Oh, I forgot his voice. Keisuke, forgive me for calling you away so suddenly. I was informed of your plans. However, the matter at hand is quite urgent. Please. Of course. Even he can't speak plainly when grandmother is around. She's so satisfied by it. Like, you see her grin and you're like, that smuggish little ruler. Just like, stupid grandmother, make me speak proper. No simp September. Nice. It's Simptember. That should be the name of my March Madness for September. It's gonna be Simptember. I don't know what to say after Simptember. Be like, it's just gonna be called Simptember. Simptember sweepstakes. I don't know. Anyway, the old hag just watches me with those cold eyes, her prune face locked in some kind of deranged smile with self-satisfaction. No spoilers, please, no spoilers. I know somebody's just saying, like, no spoilers. And I'm like, same. And I can't hear the music because I had to take this off so I could speak better. I can even stand up. Screw it. Oh, I should have put on the TV. Can you guys still see me? I'm asserting my dominance. Holy shit, that music is suspenseful. Holy crap. I'm taking the mic off. Taking the headphones off. I actually think it's better without the music. So, her pruned face locked in some kind of deranged smile of self-satisfaction. Father makes a gesture. Father makes a gesture towards one of the empty seats by the table, and I diligently kneel on one of the pillows by the opposite side of it. I take no pleasure following along with their whims, but rebellion for rebellion's sake will get me nowhere. I'm gonna walk closer to the mic, move my chair. At the very least, I need more information on what is happening before charting a course of action. Is there something you need from me? Father looks away again, his eyes flicking at grandmother's direction. He burps instead of clearing his throat. He clears his throat once more, placing both hands on top of his knees. Yes, I am afraid there is an explanation. Explanation. First, you need to tell me what is there for me to explain. I am quite clueless on this matter. You said it yourself, Father. I was called here quite suddenly. Grandmother's smile widens. The devil! Grandmother's the devil! Looking hot dirt. I am hot dirt. I love the joke, Perpy. Anyway. Also, is that your new home? Yeah, it's my new apartment. Good thing about it is that the carpet's actually quite thick, so I can kneel and not feel hurt. So I can kneel just like them. I'm at the table, guys. Me. Anyway, serious. Grandmother's smile widens. The image of her smiling face right in front of me is enough to send chills down every fiber of my body, like getting doused by a sudden wave of frigid water. A cold shroud covers the atmosphere around me. Explain to the boy. What the frick was her voice? Her voice is gonna change like every episode because she only appears like once every blue moon, goddammit. Explain to the boy, if you would. She raises a hand behind her head, snapping her fingers a few times. A gesture she uses quite often when addressing her servants. My eye immediately flicks towards the cheetah standing right behind her, however. I am surprised to notice someone else stepping forward itself. As you wish, my lady. I am pleased to be of service. Servants! I am pleased to be of service. Kurata steps forward, bowing to my grandmother and speaking with a tone of deference I never heard from him before. Kurota, what are you? Silence. Do not interfere with the that's Kurota's voice. Silence. Do not, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to get the grandmother voice. Like, it's really hard. Silence. Do not, I did it before. How can I not do it again? Silence. Do not interfere with the servant's report. I think I'm gonna go with that voice. Silence. Do not interfere with the servant's report. She raises a hand in the air, stopping me dead on my tracks just as I'm about to stand up. All these years I've tried to minimize my contact with her as much as possible. The reality is, I'm terrified of this woman. Even the smallest movement coming from her is enough to make me freeze. And now, she's looking at me with that maddened smile, gloating over something. I just don't know what. For the past 5 years, I've helped Keisuke-sama to open up a secret bank account. Oh, dear God. No! No! A secret bank account far from the reach of the Urushihara Corporation. Said account was used to store diverted funds over the course of the years. I was personally assigned to all matters relating to this account, such as making deposits and withdrawals. As Keisuke-sama was not yet of age when the account was opened, I was also assigned as the supervising adult, and ultimately, its management fell to my discretion. Wait a second. Diverted funds? Are you accusing me of stealing? Kurata grimaced, looking down at me from where he stood, his body not moving a single inch. Then he crinkled his nose. As any good servant of the Urushihara estate, I live to serve the interests of the Urushihara family, knowing that he would merely find a way to around it, even if... Wait, God, being on your knees hurts. How do people do this? I don't even have any... I have pillows back there, but I don't want to, ruin them. Maybe I could get a blanket? I'm going to stand up for a bit. I'm going to have to, move around this entire stream. I don't want to sit, because sitting is just... This chair is messing with my voice. I'm going to try once and sit up properly. Anyway, serious moment. As any good servant of the Urushihara estate, I live to serve the interests of the Urushihara family, knowing that he would merely find a way around it even if were I were to refuse him. I went along, making sure to log every instance where I was made to deal with this illicit account. Illicit? Illicit? A cruel smile on the old hag's face grows wider every time she looked at me, taking pleasure at the total and complete breakdown going inside of my brain. At the request of the lady, and before he could ultimately take advantage of his newfound age of majority, I withdrew all the money from the account before my name could be removed from it, returning all of it to the coffers of the Urushihara family where it belonged. Oh my God. You did not. You did not. What? At the sound of something too absurd to also be believed, I jumped to my feet, knocking on the table on my way up. Ah, fuck. The mix of emotions bubbling inside of me rose until it eventually burst through, too confusing to be mere sense of. Kuroda, you... How could you? That is my money. My allowances that I've collected over the years to accuse me of stealing, embezzling company funds, like I even have access to those. Irazawa, I did not want to believe. Hearing him speak, I turned to see Alex frowning. His fists were clenched so tightly that his claws pierced through his skin, drops of blood dripping from them and onto the floor. Okay, this is becoming really animated right now, dripping blood from his fist, holy shit, this is becoming super metal. Holy crap. In response, Kuroda scoffed, shaking his head with the same neutral face he'd worn since he began to speak. Whoever this person is, he is not the Kuroda I know. You need only think logically to realize who you should offer your allegiance to in this situation. The family to whom the money rightly belongs, or some half and half who happen to be taken by sheer luck, all the while scorning his own responsibilities. If you ask me, the choice is clear. You ought to rethink your allegiances, Drake. Uh-oh. No, don't do this to us! Don't make us lose our mans! My loyalty is to the young master, and incidentally, the future of the Urushihara Corporation. Kuroda cocked his head to the side, bringing a finger to his lips as they curved up with a smile. Oh, my apologies. I was unaware that Keisuke-sama had decided to accept his position as heir. Oh my god, why you gotta be doing this to us? Ah, fucking politics. Kuroda's voice dripped with an excess of mockery and venom that was unlike him. Whoever this man in front of me is, he's nothing like the calm, collected, and gentle Kuroda I've known and trusted for the past 10 years. My brain refuses to make sense of the whole situation unfolding around me. My heart pumps so hard in my chest that it rang in my ears, nearly drowning out all sound with this ever-present beating, similar to a rhythmic drum set. Kuroda. How could you? As soon as he heard me, the fox's smile vanished once again. For a fraction of a second, I could have sworn I saw his eyes flicking down to the floor before they hardened again. I am merely protecting the assets of the Urashihara estate. I am the one who should be asking you that question. How could you steal from your own family? What the fuck? You know I didn't. Why are you doing this? I repeated the question even though, deep down, I already knew the answer. They bought him out. Such a simple truth shouldn't be too hard to understand. Yet, I completely failed to grasp it. Kuroda had been my head ascendant since I was first brought under the banner of the Urashihara family. Alex might be the one closest to me as the one in charge of my security, and over the years, his responsibilities might have left him the sole realm of protection and bled into service, but Kuroda, you... Will this drama come to an end? I tire of it. You already get the gist, do you not, grandson? You were caught red-handed in the middle of a long-term felony. It is only due to my familial love that I do not report you to the proper authorities. Familial love. Like you know the meaning of the word. Oh, God, this is gonna hurt. The old hag scoffed, shaking her head, the smug smile never leaving her face. If anything, it only widened. It sounds me that you think of me in such a manner, and here we've done nothing but open our house and hearts to you, taking you in despite the unorthodox circumstances of your birth, and you move behind the scenes to take advantage of our kindness. It appears we have given you too much freedom. Freedom? Freedom? Since when have I been free? From the moment I stepped foot into this house, I was treated like nothing but a puppet. The old prune groaned, waving a hand in the air. Nonsense. You have been awarded all the liberties befitting one of your status. Ultimately, perhaps, the fault lies upon myself for not being diligent enough for your discipline. Or perhaps this was only to be expected. Maybe not even the best education and nurture can compensate when one is tarnished with such common blood. Fighting words! Fighting words! Common blood. What kind of 13th century bullshit is this? Before I can launch myself forward to strangle the old hag, I feel Alex's heavy hand falling on my shoulder and keeping me locked in place. One look at his face is all I need to get the message. One look at his face is all I need to get the message. If you do this, I won't be able to defend you. I know that the Urashihara Corporation picks their servants from all walks of life. Most of the people who work here have experience fighting or working in unsavory fields. I'd be knocked down before I even had time to so much as touch her, and I'd be lucky to walk out of it with nary a broken bone. Not only that, no level of friendship would allow Alex to attack as a player. Assigned to me as he may be, he is still a servant of the Urashihara Corporation. He is expected to protect all members of the family. If I were to become the aggressor, he'd have no choice but to stop me himself, forcefully if need be. How vexing. Hold on. Did Alex just get did I not notice this? But Alex has got little marks near his eyes or eyebrows, Jesus, whatever they're called. But I don't know if he had them before. Am I going crazy, or did he not have those before? Anyway, serious moment. I bite my lower lip in an attempt to calm myself. The jolt of pain is enough to bring clarity to my thoughts once more, allowing me to straighten my back and face forward once again. There is, however, a lingering metallic taste in my mouth. Am I expected to merely sit down and accept blame for without defending myself? I could very well choose to sue. No matter how you may spin your story, the reality is that that money still rightfully belongs to me. It might have come from the Uruchihara estate's coffers, but it was given to me as my allowances. That, I choose to save it, is no one's business but my own. Certainly, we were not barbarians. We are law-abiding citizens like all the rest. If you are able to provide, if you're capable of proving such, we shall gladly forego all punishments. I will even provide proper compensation from my own personal funds as a show of regrets. Of course, there is the matter of how you are going to pay for such services. Attorneys certainly do not come cheap. Do not expect us to pay for you to move a lawsuit against us. Kind as I may be, but do not take me for a fool, boy. You. I can't take this even for one more second. Tendrils of rage lashing around me threaten to go out of control if I can't find an outlet for them right away. My entire body tenses up, preparing itself for an impending fight. I'm sorry, Alex, if this continues, I will not be able to control myself. It seems you have no way to refute this. A pity. I'd expected better. Did we not teach you, sis? Always be prepared for all potential setbacks, boy. It seems you require further instruction. I am already fine with the level of tutoring I am given at the moment. Besides, I believe I have more than passed the requirements you constantly set for me. You have no ground to nitpick me. That certainly is true. Although I am tempted to attribute this to my own exaggerated lenience. No matter. That bitch waves her hand across the air again. One of her favorite gestures to make, of course. I am tired of this petty squabble. Saga, as his parent, it is ultimately your responsibility to deal with your child. Do not sit there and expect me to do all the work. You can lay out the punishments for him yourself. Father tenses up as soon as she calls his name, his eyes flicking down to the floor once again. Yes. Yes, certainly. I can do that, Mother. He clears his throat one more time. Whether that is an attempt at diffusing a tense situation or merely a show of nerves, I can truly not tell. Keisuke, to say that I am disappointed would be an understatement. Of course, it goes without saying that severe punishment is required to correct this abhorrent behavior. Forgive my indiscretion, but I am truly expected to play along with this farce. You, better than anyone, know that what that money was and where it came from. You gave it to me yourself. Of course, the fact that it was given in cash means it was also completely untraceable, by design, no doubt. It's like I don't want to sound like, I get money, but it's like, whenever my parents would give me money, it'd always be like cash for the most part. Unless it was like a giant thing like, here's something for rent or some big deal thing, but for the most part, this is probably not the same as Keisuke, but it's like typically it's like they do that, just give me cash for things, just when they give me like an allowance or whatever, because it was untraceable, and they're like, we don't want to have to deal with the government stuff or like have any big complications with that if anything arises. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess. I could see. But anyway, of course, the fact that it was given in cash means it was also completely untraceable. By design, no doubt. Regardless, I am under no obligation of just sitting here and accepting this. This circus show. The deck might have been stacked against me, but that doesn't mean I have to play. I stand from my seat, making sure to stare both of them down for a moment, if only to try and exude some confidence that I truly do not have. If I show any weakness here, they will descend on top of me like vultures. I can't, however, bring myself to look at Kuroda. My heart won't be able to handle it. Keisuke, stop. Silence! Keisuke, stop. Silence! Alex reached with his hand to stop me. But that was quickly interrupted by a command from grandmother, freezing immediately where he stood. I would love it's just like the grandma's like, actually, I want to fight my grandson. Pulls off her sleeves. We are going at it right now, grandson. Right here, right now. She takes off the jacket. She's just freaking jacked. She looks like she has such a wide build with that giant-ass jacket. She looks so... She could be jacked for all we know under that jacket. I hate making this not serious, but holy crap, look at that design. And no one silences Alex. How dare you? Alex reached with his hand to stop me, but this was quickly interrupted by a command from grandmother, freezing immediately where he stood. This matter does not concern you, Wolf. A half-blood he may be, but he is still of Urushihara blood. Our line is a proud one that can be traced all the way back to the Ashikaga shogunate. You will not give him orders or tell him what to do. Neither shall you address him in such an informal manner. He is your master and is to be treated as such. But very well, my lady. My sincerest apologies. It was unbecoming of me. Your transgression shall be overlooked this time, for I am feeling kind. Do not push your luck. Yes, my lady. Alex bows to her, making the blood coursing through my veins boil with insurmountable fury. I have dealt with her many times before. I thought I had seen her at her worst already, but this is fucking unforgivable. The fact that I can't speak up about it makes me even angrier. I desperately want to say something to lash out, but I know I can't. If I did, I would only make the situation worse for Alex and myself. And while I might be able to swallow some extra punishments with my head held high, Alex should not be made to suffer due to my mistakes. Now, sit down, boy, if you know what is good for you. One look at Alex is all I need to remind myself of reasons why I should grin and bear it. She wouldn't hesitate to torment him to get to me, I am sure of it. No matter what, I cannot allow that to happen. Very well. It seems I have little choice. Good. You catch on fast. For all your stubbornness, you have quite a good head on your shoulders. I hate you so much. Well, if I may get back to the matter at hand, you will hear no further objections from me. Father hesitates for a second before nodding. As the matter at hand was quite serious, appropriate punishment is required. Starting today, you will need to submit an application whenever you need or desire for something to be brought or paid for you. For you. That's just in the contract. He's like, I found a loophole. It says 2 4s, therefore the contract is null and void. Get out of here. Get out of here, my dad. I fucking hate this. Those shall be analyzed, and if the expenses are deemed acceptable, they shall be done so directly by a third party. So you are saying I won't get an allowance anymore? Understood. Understandable. Have a nice day. No, this is less than understandable. I can already guess where their intentions are with this. The amount of money I had managed to save was sizable enough that I could make a living for the rest of my life with it. Middle class living, but a life regardless. If they wish to bind me to the Arushihara Corporation and truly force me to become its heir, they cannot have me using the monies they supplied to me over the years to run away and achieve independence. Oh, this hurts so much. Ugh, come on. Why you gotta be like this? And the fact that they say they go as far back as, what was it, the Ashigaru or whatever, something like dynasty or whatever it was, like, they said they go back dynasties. They're a tech corporation. Like, what were they doing before that? Were they just, like, special mechanics or whatever? Are they spies? Are they actually the mafia? I don't want to spoil foreign affairs, really, that much, but all I can say is no wonder Orlando and Keisuke got along so well. Oh, boy. This is just going crazy. Anyway. Which, sadly, was exactly what I planned. I was already prepared to start looking for apartments on Monday. Since Kuroda flipped to their side, they will have caught wind of my plans. In actuality, they might have known them from the start. The timing is just too suspicious for that to not be the case. Once again, the feeling of being covered by a cold shroud assails me, as if all my blood froze over from its previously heated state. Heated stated? I don't know. If Kuroda is on their side now, then they will know about Nico and I. No. This is the last thing they should know about. Noticing the realization and dread spreading through my face, the old prince smiles again. She clearly delights in my misery, which is already disturbing all on its own. Therefore, we shall examine your extracurriculars more closely. If need be, a curfew might be installed to make sure you are not shirking your duties. Your tutors will also be informed of your newfound expectations. They need to prepare you for university. Nothing short of excellence can be expected from a member of the Urushihara family. I must bear it. No matter what, I need to find a way to keep this anger in check. Wait, did a noise just happen? It just said encoding overloaded. The Ashikaga shogunate was from 1336 to 1573 AD. You're saying at the minimum they go back as far as the 16th century. This family is very sus to me. They're more than just a tech corporation. If they really know about Nico and I, the last thing I can afford to do now is to give them more reasons to come after me. I will play the part of diligent son if need be, but I can't afford my loved ones to become targets. Anything else? Father hesitates again, glancing at the bitch's direction for a second, almost as if he were steeling himself for something. While the agreements we have established allowed you to go to this school and to be a part of its tennis club, there was never any agreement for further extracurriculars. I have advised you in the past, but I fear recent events require me to be more severe. You will quit this band that you have been spending time with. What? Wait a second. I've fulfilled every single task you've given me. Surely there is no need to go that far. Do not be ridiculous, boy. It is becoming of one of your status to be walking around with these musician types, if I may even call them that. Whatever that noise is you proudly parade around making is, it certainly is not music. Shut up, lady. What do you listen to? 11th century Anglican what was it, Anglican a cappella? Got him. Oh, she's driving me nuts. And I'm like doing splits. When I get pissed, I do the splits. I am doing the splits right now. That is your opinion. You have already placed a leash around my neck. Music is. It's important to me. Absolutely not. One extracurricular is enough. Your time is already stretched thin as it is with just tennis. Of course, a concession could be made. Or, what, concession? Is that an exception? But I'm just imagining exceptions, but they're sold at like movie theater, like at like the movie theater office part or whatever. Not the office, but you know, the movie theater part where they make popcorn. I sell you one exception. So, of course, a concession could be made if you were playing real music. Since that is not the case, however, unless it's like, think about it. Think about June. Think about the whole thing where he was like, "Hey, Keisuke, can we do a violin solo together?" Keisuke's like, oh, "Fine." Think about it. They could become a band, and they could secretly be the band Keisuke's actually with, but then he secretly goes behind their back to play with Strawberry 6, and then June comes along somehow and makes it Strawberry 7, and they're going to become a new BTS band somehow. No, I kid, but that would be an interesting concept if he used June as an exception for that. Like, he plays piano, classical piano, and his mom would love, or his grandma would love that, and so they'd be like, we're in a classical band together, we do classical stuff, and then goes behind their back to do the other stuff. Am I smart? Am I genius? Oh goodness, this is just driving me nuts. Why do I sound crazy? Because I'm the only one in this studio, and there are probably people above me thinking I am crazy. Yes, there's a person directly to the above of me and to my left of me from sitting in this direction. Nobody to the right, but there's kind of like a little hallway for other rooms on the other side of it. Anyway, absolutely not. One extracurricular is enough. Your time is already stretched thin as it is with just tennis. Of course, a concession could be made if you were playing real music. Since that is not the case, however, I'll pick up the violin again. Just let me stay with the band. Father looks away, biting his lower lip, a habit very similar to my own. Perhaps it is genetic after all. Am turning into a bunny devil to kill the fox and the grandma. Oh, do it, bunny boy. On the other hand, the old prune smiles. I tell you that your schedule is already far too taxed as it is, and the solution you propose is to stretch it even more. Have you lost your wits, boy? So long as I keep hitting all the milestones you give me, surely there won't be a problem, right? I can lose a few hours of sleep if it's necessary. I will do it. You know I can accomplish any task once I set my mind to it. Excuse me, Grandma. Excuse me, Grandma. I burped. No burping in this establishment. Yes, she is so filling up the rage meter. Torture my grandson even more by making him sleep less. As long as it's technically legal, I'm okay with it. She taps her chin, quietly musing to herself. Father was supposed to be the one administering my punishment, but it's painfully clear that he's nothing more but a puppet in here as well. Just doing as he is told, obeying each and every command without resistance. Is that really the future that awaits me? Is every single attempt I make at rebellion going to be met with the same fate? If even the music I love is to be taken from me, I finally find a place where I can really feel at ease, where I can talk to truly like-minded individuals. Am I really going to lose it now of all times? Very Well, I feel charitable enough. Well, really? I mean, truly, you shall allow it? Or truly, you shall allow it? However, the leash, as you so elegantly put it, will be a very short one indeed. Fail at even a single assessment and you will be made to withdraw from it. Fail at multiple and we just might be forced to revisit our agreements in regards to your schooling and tennis. You wouldn't dare. And that is to say nothing of your company. And that is to say nothing of your company. What is the name of the boy you've had over the few times before? The tennist? Are tennis players called tennists? I've never heard that. You are a very nice tennist, if I've ever heard so myself. Well, it's like I can't take myself seriously in serious situations. And that's just my coping mechanism. I'm sorry if it pisses you guys off, though. I can't ever keep serious because then I get too emotional and then I shut down. It's part of my mental state. It's why I had those panic attacks on Saturday when I moved in. True to the sense of dread I've been feeling, just hearing her mention him is enough to drain all the blood from my face. Seeing me like this is undoubtedly bringing her joy. Sips from her cup. I hate her. Our husky dad, they both deserve to get their ass yet. True that. They would make for a lovely couple. I am made aware that you are fostering good relations with him. Your dalliances are your own to deal with. I can forgive a few indiscretions, even if it is with someone that could yet be signed under the Urushihara name. His career could bring us good publicity. It's like Urushihara and Mishimaya, we're really close buds. Smooch. Really close buds. Please. This is gonna be insane. You can only have him over to play tennis. And that's how we're gonna make money off of him. He's gonna be sponsored by the Urushihara Company. The end. Not from her words, from mine. Anyway. No, absolutely not. You will not use him as a pawn in your own games. I do not believe I've offered you a choice, boy. You will be wise to remain silent unless spoken to. I'll kill her. I swear to whoever gods there may be, I will kill her. Regardless, you are free to do as you wish so long as you continue to hit your established milestones. Your progress will be watched carefully. In the meantime, now that you are of age, we shall begin the process of choosing an appropriate partner for you. Slow motion. Partner. Dun dun dun! A partner? Is it terrible to mention the Bisexuality Appreciation Day right now? This is horrible, but I hate this. This is like an example of people thinking, oh, because you're bi, that means you could just be straight, or well, you could just pretend to be straight or whatever, and just do the straight stuff and not the gay stuff. That's always the big myth, or what is it? Yeah, myth or not stereotype. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, big myth. Anyway, a partner. Of course. Grandma needs her water. Oh no, grandmother needs her water. Of course, you do not honestly expect to marry this boy, do you? Oh, foster whatever relations you wish behind the scenes if you must, but you will marry someone with a name worthy of your station. A half-blood you may be, but you will still carry the name Urushihara. No way. While I am still caught in my stupor, grandmother turns her head towards father, shooting him a chiding look that causes him to look away once more. Mousy coward. Perhaps if your dear old father were not making the process of finding a partner for him to remarry so difficult, we would not need to expedite the process for you. However, the Urushihara family can only go so long with its head and future head remaining without family prospects. If we do not show that we can still guarantee heirs, we will be seen as weak. There you go about appearances again. My God, there are more important things in life than that. Maybe if you had been allowed to actually experiment with loving something, you wouldn't have turned into such a cruel, bitter old witch. Apologies, grandmother. Oh no, plot twist. Saga just burped and he's just like, oh, excuse me, mother. My apologies, mother. It is not as if I were trying to make this more difficult than it need be. We shall not speak of such matters we will speak of such matters at a later time. For now, I am tired of all this. Now that the situation has been dealt with, I shall retire to my quarters. Why? Why is she like this? She raises a hand, snapping her fingers. Her attendant moves at the blink of an eye, quickly supporting her as she gets up and back on her feet. Grandmother launches us one last look before speaking. And of course, it goes without saying, but Hirazawa will remain assigned as your head attendant. Hirazawa should remain as your head attendant. He shall also keep an eye on you to make sure you are behaving as is fit as an heir of Urushihara. Remember, one transgression is all it takes. One transgression is all it takes. I did not know my table could move like that. Okay. Moving on. My table can move. With a last ominous warning, she has her attendant escort her out of the room, leaving the 5 of us alone in here. Father visibly relaxes once she leaves, letting out a sigh as if he'd been holding his breath the entire time. He attempts to flash me a smile, but the frown on his face remains as present as always. I'm sorry. This should have not happened. Keisuke,
Master, I believe I need not remind you, but I am under orders to report on Keisuke-sama's interactions with Lady Chiyoko. It would be unwise to speak freely in my presence.
Take that hand. Take that hand you're holding up there and just slap yourself with that hand. Slap it. Slap your hand. Slap yourself with your hand. Come on, do it. You don't. No balls. At those words, Father tenses up again, shooting Kuroda an angry look. Yes, that is true. Thank you for reminding me, Kuroda. I believe I shall excuse myself to my own quarters now. Kuroda smiles, nodding and bowing as Father gets up from his seat.
Very well, Master. I wish you find restful sleep to help ease your burdens.
And you, Kuroda. Getting out more anger. Let's continue. Without another word, Father and his attendant leave the room, leaving me alone with Alex and Kuroda, free to sulk in my own complicated thoughts. Now that the three of us are alone, Alex glares even more freely at Kuroda than before. The fox, if intimidated, shows no signs of it. However, he continues to display his signature smile, regarding both Alex and myself with curiosity and cheerfulness. Now, I believe you and I both left that sort of life a long time ago, Alexander. It would not do you such unrestrained animosity and killing intent. Wait, what the frick? How you say that? Now, I believe you and I have both left that sort of a life a long time ago, Alexander. It would not do show such unrestrained animosity and killing intent to a coworker. You heard the lady? I am to remain in my duties as Keisuke-sama's attendant. It would be best for us to all get along now, wouldn't it? Kuroda, would I be correct in assuming there is no dissuading you from referring to me in such a matter? I am afraid so, Keisuke-sama. My new position does not afford me the freedom to be casual with you anymore, nor do I believe you would wish it after what has transpired. Of course, I could refer to you as young master instead, but that would likely only alienate you from father, would it not? You... I will get back at you for this eventually, Kuroda. Just you watch. Such a betrayal will not go unpunished. Now, I believe it is time for you to retire to your own quarters, Keisuke-sama. It would not do for you to stay awake into the late hours of the night. As you wish. I really want this to turn into a movie or whatnot, where it's like, he just breaks out the window and just frickin' hightails it somehow and just, you can't take the car! Screw you, everybody! And just bursts out, stops at Shuichi's house, he's like, come with me. And then he's like, what? Just come with me, we're getting away. And then they just zip out of the city and just into the middle of nowhere. And it turns into like an action road trip kind of drama, not comedy, but drama romance. Oh, that would be so good. But I don't think that's gonna happen. That'd be too crazy and too illogical. Especially for Basket's writing. Like, he would not jump the shark like that. Okay, who the hell wants him to walk in a Speedo? Do you just want to see assholes in Speedos? Why'd I have to say it like that? Asses in Speedos. I see what you did. Let's see, I see. Anyway, as you wish. No. It is not I who wishes it. You heard the lady? You ought not take orders from one such as myself. It is merely what the lady herself would wish for. You're just using her name as a way to force me into doing whatever you want me to do. Hey, it's like that book. It's like that really cool brown book, people. Yeah, it doesn't have my name on this side, but it says Bible, but I can't show my name on there because it's at the bottom of this page. But it's like the Bible. Oh God. At least I'm not using it to take photos in front of churches and being like, look at how religious I am. I'm using it and explaining the awkward similarities of using someone else's name to do dick actions. Anyway. You are just using her name as a way to force me into doing whatever you want me to do. Bible, go away. I am shunning all you heathens with the Bible. Kuroda, I never thought you were this kind of person. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Or maybe just a snake. And for what? All for the sake of climbing the internal ladder of the company. What a hollow victory and a hollow life. I hope your soul was a worthy price to pay. Oh, that sounds so cool to say in Keisuke's voice. Oh god, I love saying that. I hope your soul was a worthy price to pay. I didn't hear it, but can somebody explain what just happened? I love how it's just like, now we become back to Shuichi's perspective. I want to hear the transition. I want to see if it actually does any glitches, because I did not hear it. Okay, nothing out of the normal for the audio. That's so weird. God damn, that was really good. No, it wasn't. Don't say that, Inugami. You are lying. I was I went out of character so many goddamn times, it was insane. No, Alex in a jockstrap. So no sex time? Supposedly it's not till day 29. Rumor has it. Adele style. I stayed up all night waiting to hear back from Keisuke after he got home, but he didn't say a word. You were texting all the way until he got home, but the last thing I heard from him was that he was heading inside and would talk to me in a few minutes. Sorry, I had a burrito before this. I hadn't been to that place in 6 months that I went to, and it was like, so good. Anyway. In character. I mean, we were texting all the way until we got home, but the last thing I heard from him was that he was heading inside and would talk to me in a few minutes. Whatever it was that happened must have gotten pretty serious. Now I'm not only tired, I also can't focus due to being worried about him. He didn't answer the messages I sent him this morning either. I mean, I get that I was just saying good morning and stuff, but I still thought he'd answer. It's like me when I get somebody that says oh good night, and I don't respond for 8 hours, and I'm like, well crap. Just like somebody just texted me with that a night or two ago. I was like, oh crap, I forgot to talk to you in a week. So yeah, it was awful. I'm terrible at replying. Last I checked, he didn't even read it. God, so pathetic. What's pathetic? Ugh. Gasp. It's cute Tiger Boy. It's baby. Come here, baby, give me a hug. Having been too absorbed in my own thoughts, I completely failed to remember where I was and what I was doing. As soon as a certain tiger walked up to me and spoke up, I screamed so loud that everyone turned to look at me, bewildered. And here comes the snickering. Great, nice going, Nico. Keep embarrassing yourself in public. Calm down. It's just me. Don't ever do that again. Or don't do that ever again. What did I do? Sorry. You just surprised me. I would hope so. If this was your new way of greeting people, I don't think we'd be able to remain friends. Oh, June, you're such an adorable, naive little baby. Or, well, not like that. You're such an adorable... I'd say best boy at this point. You're getting close to best boy status. I'm telling you, man, June in this next year's March Madness, he's gonna make a run for your money. Like, I swear to Glob, I don't know, swear to the gods. I swear to anything that he's gonna make a run for your money. That boy's got skill. Anyway, God, that's harsh.
Is something wrong? You'd usually fire back right away with something else equally as mean.
Are you just trying to goad me into sassing you?
Why not? It's a lot of fun.
Oh God, you're so weird.
Yeah, right. Like you have any right to call anyone that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Would you like to repeat what you just said now? I must have heard you wrong.
Nope, I'm good.
I reach up with my hand, flicking the cat as hard as I can, going right for the tip of his nose. Ooh, why? Actually, even getting flicked in the nose is like a human hurts. Like, that actually hurts. Holy shit. Oh, God.
Yow! Why would you do that?
Huh? That worked a lot better than I expected.
Of course it did. Feline noses are very sensitive, you idiots.
I'm not too used to... I can't speak. I'm an idiot now. I'm not used to hearing him call me that. Or speaking in that high-pitched a voice. You know what? June was right. This is a lot of fun. Good morning, June. I see you're not late to class for once.
What do you mean for once? I'm only late for class half the time.
I'm only late for class 50 days out of 100. Sounds like me during senior year of high school. You say that as if that were something you should be proud of.
Actually, can I ask you something? I kinda need a favor.
Oh. Sure. What is it?
Can you help me out with some of this homework? I spent some time on it last night, but I couldn't figure it out at all.
Is that... Oh, sorry if I'm shaking the camera by doing this. My computer is not, like, straight, flat. It has, like, the little rubber ends, so I kind of am juking it back and forth. I'll scoot in. Is that all? Sure. Show me what it is that you're having trouble with. June and I take advantage of the few free minutes we still have before the bell rings to help him make some progress on his homework. He has a lot more blind spots than I thought would be possible for a guy his age. There's so much basic stuff that I had to go over that I completely forgot about. I tutored him once for 20 minutes at a time before, but I think I was so shocked by what I saw that I tossed the memories away in the darkest pits of my mind. My favorite part of Dirk voice as Shuichi is when he got Nico that fish and apologized. Aw, that's so sweet of you to say, Perpy. Aw. Tony the Tiger in high school. Did anybody see that one? Like, I swear I made a meme out of it somewhere where I put June on, like, Tony the Tiger's body. It's really cursed. I think I put it in Discord. Anyway. I'm really going to have to pick up this slack on his tutoring if he is to have any chance of graduating. At least he's pretty studious once you actually get him down on his seat with the books in front of him. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Just because I feel like I need more water, I might need to take a piss, and my chest feels a bit just tight right here, so I'm gonna kind of walk it off. This game need voice actors, so true, man. Talk to Basket about it. You guys didn't just see me squirt, did you? Squirting them hand sanitizer. Hey! Gotta keep myself safe from viruses and COVID. Plus, I hadn't, sanitized my hands in, a while. And, sometimes you just kind of have stuff just get on you, just miscellaneous. Alright, so. I was screaming in the bathroom. Oh, God. I prefer Haruki and Shuichi. They are best boy, at least for me. Aw. Dark looking, go steal everyone. Yeah, keep them clean, yes indeed. Alright, so. No music, but we're gonna keep on going. Alright. Let's start. Just when I felt like I was getting into a good groove, I left my water over there. Just when I felt like I was getting into a good groove. The bell rings, announcing the start of the lunch break. I'm starting to get satisfaction out of studying. What is happening to me? I don't want to turn into that annoying little Point Dexter that I was as a child again. Ah, spare me that. Now, this is really all your fault, Keisuke. Wait, Shima-sensei is not here? What? Before I forget, I want you all to turn in your essays on feudal age poetry by the start of our next class on Thursday. Can't speak. Our next class on Thursday. The class letters aboard yes in unison before the stoat that is in charge of our Japanese lit classes walks out of the room, a satisfied smile on her face. Never mind, she's a woman. Yeesh, I completely forgot about that essay until now. I'm gonna have to go work double time on that one. Oh, same here. Now that I think about it, Japanese literature isn't exactly your forte, is it? I remember you getting a pretty bad grade on it on your last midterm. Yeah, I got a pretty bad grade on everything. I don't know if that really counts. But yeah, I got a 45 in Japanese literature. Oh, God, that's dire. Oh, I really need to start seriously tutoring him. I'm starting to understand why he must have had to repeat his senior year. Jeez. I'll try to work out a tutoring schedule so you and I can work on improving your grades. With the way your previous ones went, you're gonna be needing to score on the low 90s in all future exams just to be able to get a bare minimum passing grade by the end of the year. Why does school have to be so strict in here? I've never studied anywhere that required more than a 50 for a passing grade. You didn't even manage to score 50 in most of your exams. I know, but exams are like pancakes. Everyone knows the first one is always a dud. I never thought of pancakes like that. Usually my first pancakes are alright. It's like visual novels for me. My first one's always a dud. Anyway, okay, where the hell are you getting this from? How did you even manage to reach senior year if you're this bad at school? Oh, the gang's here. Oh no, Keisuke's worried. Os! As is to be expected, as soon as Saya gets here, she makes a bunch of noise to announce her arrival, greeting us enthusiastically as always. Except this time, she has an unexpected guest along with her and Shuichi. Os! Took you guys a while to get here today. Whoa! Keisuke? What are you doing here, Keisuke-san? Asking myself the same thing. I saw her go into the stairs when I left my classroom. She said she was going to drag Arishihara so she could start having lunch with us from now on. Or so he could start having lunch with us from now on. It seemed fun, so I tagged along. Saya-chan and Shuichi both pooled together. sorry, I can't speak. Shuichi and Shuichi both pulled together a few tables so we can all sit with each other, the same as every other day. Keikun, however, stands awkwardly around with his arms crossed, avoiding even making eye contact. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Keikun barely spends any time with us during the regular school hours since he always has lunch by himself. So I decided that had to stop. From now on, I'm dragging him here to have lunch with us every day. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. No, it doesn't. Please don't encourage her. Oh, come on. You don't have to be so sour over it. Jeez, you're not even answering him? Are you that unhappy about your friends wanting to spend more time with you? No, I'm obviously not unhappy about that. And please don't talk like that. That is just manipulative. But wait, what? You know what I'm talking about. You're trying to make it sound like you guys are caring about me is what I'm upset with when it's obviously not the case. You know I don't feel comfortable being in a senior's classroom. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm so worried that his the Urushihara servants or whatnot are just peeking out the window with binoculars he's not in the senior classroom. Get him, boys, that's a transgression. Oh, I would be so pissed off if that's the one thing they're don't be with the seniors. That's not your class. I hate it so much. Are you really having this discussion again? You already ignore a bunch of school rules, yet you're fixating on the one thing that isn't a rule. It's an unspoken rule. I am not going to debate you on this again. We just end up going in circles the whole time. You already know where I stand. Fine. Is everything okay, Keisuke? You were in such a good mood last night. How come you're suddenly so sour? Oh boy. Oh, you don't want to talk about it. Hey, come on now. There's no need to look like that. Yeah, how about you at least try to be friendly? How about you at least try to mind your own business? How about that? What? Excuse me. Whatever is going on with you isn't an excuse for talking like that. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped. Keisuke eventually grabs a chair and takes a seat alongside the rest of us, sighing deeply as soon as he does so. Did something happen? You've been moody since we went to pick you up. It's not important. Well, clearly it is, if you're being affected this badly by it. Yeah, what's the matter? You didn't tell me anything either. And he should have told you before any of us. How come? Shuichi-kun, not now. That was weird. I'm not the only one who thinks so, am I? You're not. Look, it's not a big deal. It's just more stupid family stuff. Same thing as always. I'm rather not dwell on it. I prefer keeping that stuff as separate from my personal life as I can, if you don't mind. I guess that's understandable. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's just a little headache for now. So, trying to get this conversation back on track after I've nearly killed it, but what's up? What's up? You're really bad at this, aren't you? Oh, shut up. I'm trying my best. That you are. Oh, right. I just remembered. I was wondering if we couldn't, or I was wondering if we couldn't all get together this year for this year's Lunar Festival. Oh, sounds like a good idea to me. It's been years since we've gone as a group, and we never did it since Arushihara joined. Well, there's him and Jun-kun to come along with us now. Sorry, I'm just like, my stupid burping. I apologize. Reflex. I'm gonna also get my water right now just so I have it next to me and it doesn't just melt. Alright. Keep going. Yes, I am aware of the festival, though I'm not sure if I'll be able to partake in it. Why not? And why so formal? I was 99% sure I'd be able to dissuade Father from the whole "you should man a booth during the festival so you could have a better understanding of the market, logistics, and how to operate a business, but I don't know if I have any ground to stand on with refusing anymore." Yeah. I think you mentioned him wanting you to do that a few months ago. Dude, that sucks. Oh, think of all the free food you'd be able to eat, though. Oh, June. Oh, God, I love you. Some people are motivated by more than their stomach.
Right. Would work on me.
Dirk, you are bigger than me. I'm only 5'9", though. I'm like average basic person heights. Like, everything I am is in the middle. Nothing extraordinary, though. It's not like I'm like tall. Yeah, I'm usually like one of the shorter people in my group of friends. Anyway, it's not a given that it's not a given that we'd be able to go anyway. The festival is happening soon, but it's a really awkward time of the year for most of us. I wouldn't worry too much, Keisuke. Nigo-kun is right. The next tournament happens soon too. I'm surprised your dad is even making you do this when he knows about that. As if he's ever cared about that.
Oh, wait. If you're going to be working on a stall for the festival, does that mean you're going to be working at Yakata?
Well, that's a very sudden change in mood.
Oh, Yakatas are really nice. I want to wear one.
Okay, what is even going on here? I don't even know anymore. I'll bet Keisuke would look really nice in one, too. Nico's back. I'd love to see him in a Yakata. Any day. Little Dirk is so small, ha ha ha. Somebody else says that. I'm sorry, bunny boy. Sorry to hear about the height. 5'2". And then everybody else is like, I'm 6'1", I'm 6 feet, just flexing on us. Oh boy. So, my condolences, Arushihara. Seems like you just got swallowed by the conversational typhoon that is Saya. It does seem to be the case.
Hey, who are you calling a typhoon? What does that even mean?
Oh, June.
Oh, who cares? The important thing here is that it sounds bad. Is that bad? Or is it bad?
Well, not necessarily. Just means Saya tends to sweep people up on her pace with no chances of resistance.
Oh, that sounds just like Mizuguchi-san.
Oh, come on. Keisuke gives her a friendly pat on the back, putting on a gentle smile. I'm sorry, Mizuguchi-san. We won't mention it if it really bothers you.
I guess it's fine. I just feel bad. Am I really that annoying?
Who said anything about being annoying? Saya is Saya. It's not like I'd expect you to act differently. Nor do I want you to.
Aww, Shu-chan.
I'm expecting them to just get a romance. Shuichi is now bi. Make everybody bi on Bisexual Awareness Day. Ha, Shu-chan? You barely even call me that anymore.
Oh, I have to save it. Otherwise it won't be special. Is that the name, or is the name that big of a deal?
Sai used to call him that all the time when we were children. It was Shu-chan, Shu-chan all the time. I used to love that. Still do. The nickname is special to me.
Oh, is that so? Shu-chan?
Nice try. It goes without, but the only reason it's special is because Saya is the one calling me that.
Oh.
Oh, June, I give you my condolences. You need a hug for that.
It's kind of similar to how you two love being called Ni-chan by your siblings.
Isn't that our nickname for, like, Nico or whatnot? It's like, Ni. It's like... Anyway.
It's kind of similar to how you two love being called Ni-chan by your siblings.
Yeah, that's true. Aki has taken to calling me a Nikki for the past year now, but I hate it. That's a mood. Hitaka just gets on my case nowadays. She no longer calls me Ni-chan either. It breaks my heart. I can't say I know what that's like. I'm an only child.
Same here. Is it really that big of a deal?
Of course it is. You have no idea how much it hurts to not be called Ni-chan anymore.
It's scary. Really? Really too?
Or wait. What the frick is he saying? Really two really are a bro-con and a cis-con. Oh, you two really are. Oh, what a typo. You two really are a bro-con and a cis-con. Oh, that's not true. Just leave us alone, will ya? It's not like you'd ever understand what it feels like.
I almost feel bad. Is that weird?
I wouldn't if I were you. You're just cruel.
Not at all.
Despite the awkward start, Keisuke's mood slowly begins to improve as we continue to chat. Conversations flow from topic to topic at a rapid-fire pace, quickly leaving the subject of the festival to talk about things like the tournament that will be happening soon, the next class trip, among others. Saya easily monopolizes most conversations just due to how she's the most energetic, with June coming in a close second. Shuichi, Keisuke, and I are happy just to chime in either agreement or denial from time to time. If anything, just watching those two bounce around ideas between each other is already plenty fun enough. Keisuke be top. As a bunny, he'll have a lot of energy. Jesus Christ. Why? It's like watching two hyperactive hamsters playing around. It takes so little to keep them entertained. Of course, if Saya-chan knew what I'm comparing her to in my thoughts, she'd absolutely kick my ass. Not that I would blame her.
Time to get some Wawa.
Sorry, I'm just like thirsty and trying to get my body like feeling better. This part still kind of aches a little for some reason, like right here. So, Practice today went a lot easier than I thought it would. I'm starting to think that my attempt at becoming a more active in my studies has started bleeding out into my other aspects of life. At least it's getting easier to force myself to do things when I don't have the motivation. The fact that I'm going to these lengths just because I want to be more like Keikun deeply bothers me, though. It goes without saying, but Keisuke must never know of this. I'd rather die. Why does it have to be so hot? Ugh. Even with the AC inside the building, I was still melting once I started practicing. I was feeling hot just watching others doing their work. How did the temperature even go up by almost 3 degrees over a single month? This is the worst summer in years. This should be illegal. I muttered to myself, well aware of how this would look to a random bystander. Mostly, I'm just trying to keep myself entertained while waiting for Keisuke to leave the building, and bitching about the weather felt like as good an activity as any. Gasps, tennis? In Tennis Ace? Except you don't get to see it. At least in my novel, you get to see the volleyball. Like, just watch me end up pulling like a basket where it's like the first 12 days are gonna have tennis in them, like every couple days or whatever. But then after like day 12, no more tennis. Just like this. Anyway, he stayed behind to talk with Coach for a bit. Said he'd only just headed into the locker room by the time I was leaving. It shouldn't be too much longer now. Oh, look at him, he's so fancily dressed. About 20 minutes later, Keisuke finally walks out of the building, looking somehow worse for wear than before. And speaking of wear, he's wearing his dress shirt? Wait, when did that happen? Hey there. Oh, He freezes right away when I call out to him, not having even noticed me before I spoke. I nearly had to rush after him so he wouldn't walk. I nearly had to rush. Hold on. There we go. I nearly had to rush after him so he wouldn't walk right past me. Oh, can this wait? I already have the car waiting for me. Oh, jeez. Hi to you too. You could at least pretend like you're happy to see me. I am. It's just that. What? Nothing. Never mind. I was about to say something stupid anyway. I just don't have the time right now, and my brain is kind of paced at the moment. So I really would prefer to talk later. God, Keisuke, you're worrying me a bit now. You barely talked to me over lunch, too. You just grunt whenever I said something, but you give everyone else full answers. That's... I don't... Oh, forget it. I might as well talk about it anyway if you've noticed that much. Just... stink. Did something happen that was that bad? No, I mean it literally. You really stink right now. Oh God, I'm sorry. I know some guys are into the smell of sweat, but I'm not one of those. Dang it. I was like, watch it be like that. Watch it be as like kink or something like that. Like be the rich boys into musk or whatever, some crap like that. He really is. He really does have standards though for hygiene. So never mind. So somebody says, so it's the furry version of Haikyuu anime. Not really. If you're talking about my novel, at least, like, I wouldn't say so. Kinda. I mean, they're in college for one instance, but also there's more to it than just the volleyball and stuff. Like, there's also character development, hopefully. So, anyway. What? It's not like I can do anything about it. You could have showered before leaving like I did. Yeah, you don't feel comfortable doing that here. I know that. I'm just stalling. You're stalling when you've already said you don't even have time. Oh, that's a good point. Look, things happened at home yesterday. It was pretty bad. I'm having to reconsider a lot of things. I just can't make time for you today. I wish I could, believe me I do. I just can't. You're being really vague about this. Oh, you noticed that, huh? What did you expect? Do you think I'm some kind of moron who can't notice someone staring him right in the face? For something? Oh, come on. At least give me a bit more credit than that. Didn't you give me a whole hippie speech about not being in a relationship if you ain't willing to be honest with each other and all that crap? Now you're backtracking? Okay, first of all, fairly sure I don't sound or talk like that. Second of all, I knew saying that would eventually come to bite me in the ass. Oh no, the consequences of your own actions. How expected. Or no, oh no, the consequences of your own actions. How unexpected. I really don't need the sass right now. Keisuke, you're still stalling. Fuck. Excuse me, what? I must have misheard. Either that or I suddenly find myself in crazy land where nothing ever makes sense, but... Did Keisuke just say fuck? Did I just say fuck on YouTube? Fuck! Instantly demonetized. I can't say that word. Okay, wow. That's rare. I think I've only ever heard you say fuck at least 3 times before. Okay, you're misremembering. I'm sure it's more than that. Either way, fine. You want the truth? I can tell you. After you shower. Okay, you're the one who said you didn't have time. Okay. Fine, I lied. I don't want to go home yet, but I didn't feel up to talking to people, so I was just going to hang around to clear my head. Are you happy? Not particularly. Seriously, what is going on with you? You're starting to freak me out. Are you mad at me or something? No, of course not. No, of course not. What reason would I even have to be mad at you? I'm just mad in general. And call me a hypocrite all you want, but I wanted to shield you from the absolute shit show that my family life is becoming. Becoming? Wasn't it a shit show already? You really didn't know, or you really don't know a thing about tact, do you? Not that you're wrong. It's just, can we talk at your place? And hopefully after you take a shower. Okay, I get it. I'll take a shower if it's so important to you. No, you don't get it. You really don't get it. Why are you complaining so much about it? I have way better nose than you do, and I still think I smell fine. Sure, but... Right, but definitely not that bad. Ugh, fussy rabbits. Do you promise you'll actually talk to me? Not just sulk and deflect? Yes, I'll talk. No point in trying to keep my mouth shut. You'll continue to nag me until I crack anyway. Isn't that a lovely way to put it? So romantic. And I'm the one without tact. And you're sure you won't be missed at home or anything? No one's gonna show up at my door and accuse me of kidnapping you or something? Okay, now you're just being paranoid. Okay, am I? Are we going to ignore the time your butler put a freaking tracking chip in your phone just like some sort of spy movie? What guarantee do I have that we're not even being watched this exact same moment? Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. Boy, these questions really aren't good for my sanity. I was only 70% serious, but now I'm really starting to worry. This is so weird. The two characters are so different. Like, not Nico and Keisuke, but Keisuke and Shuichi with their parents. Like, Shuichi's dad's like, you can't go out and have fun with other kids. Stay home and study all day after school. Or you can only, it's like everything's curfew with Shuichi and studying with that. But Keisuke's restrictions are kind of the opposite of that. It's like, yes, he still has to study and like master things and stuff, but it's not like he can't go anywhere. They didn't tell him, oh, you can't go away from any places afterwards. They said you can't do the activities. Doesn't mean he can't just walk around and like do nothing after. Like he could still just do whatever after school as long as it doesn't conflict with the parents' things. Like he could just sit there and just sit in the corner and just do nothing for 5 hours, and then just have like the limo pick him up or whatever. Like there's no technical restrictions on him like hanging out with Nico afterwards and going with him to his house. Like that's the weird thing with Shuichi. It's like, nope, we can't do that with Shuichi. He has to be home by 6 because he's like a 5-year-old or 8-year-old. He has to be home by 6 because his parents will be mad at him. Keisuke, it's like, we got full control of your entire life, even after adulthood. It's like being a dependent your whole life. It's crazy for Keisuke. Shuichi's just in a military camp in a sense. It's so, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just going crazy. Yeah, no, it's like he can't buy anything, but he can still just go to the store and just look. Like, it's not like no, you can't go to stores and look at things. It's like you can't just walk around town. No, you can't do that anymore, Keisuke. I won't have my son looking, or I won't have my grandson going around town. Like none of that. He could still walk around wherever. It's just the activities themselves, like the spending of money and the extracurriculars. And that's it. He's not limited from his like boyfriend as of yet. Probably will once the partner thing happens, but besides that, it's like so far nothing for Nico. It's so weird. I don't know why I'm getting so ranty about it, but somebody also did mention earlier that this might secretly be Keisuke's kink, and he's just pretending so he can have an excuse to get away from the car. Oh, he just wants to empty the shower so he doesn't get horny. Oh, that's your excuse. Nice. Anyway. That feels much better. It takes so long to get my fur fully dried once I've taken a bath. Maybe it's about time for me to get a trim. When was my last one even? I don't remember having one this year. Okay, that's a very long time. Yikes, that's not too good. No wonder I've been feeling so hot lately. Oh, aren't you a little bit too undressed to be around people? I have pants on. It's fine. I thought on day one he didn't want to take his shirt off in front of Shuichi or Keisuke. What is going on? What did you do to Nico? Keisuke is sat by the edge of my bed, leisurely reading one of the few books I had in my room, a random fantasy novel I'd recommended to me by June of all people. A little part of me is still surprised that he enjoys reading of all things, but I wouldn't have the heart to say that to his face. He already got really mad at me the first time when I acted surprised about it. This coming from the guy that freaks out whenever he has to take his clothes off in front of other people. I'm not in front of other people. I'm in front of you. Aw, That is that is almost sweet. Besides, like I said, the only thing I don't have on is a shirt. I'm fine with at least this much. Okay, that's fair. Any progress is good. I guess you could say that. Instantly sex. It's like, I took my shirt off. It's like the domino meme. Little domino. Shuichi takes a shirt. Or no, Shuichi, Jesus. It's like little domino. Nico gets out of the shower without a shirt on. Or no. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Domino knocked down. Nico doesn't have a shirt on. Big domino. Keisuke and Nico have sex. It's like, oh god. I guess you could say that. I slowly walk up to the bed. To the bad. Bad bed. It's very bad. I slowly walk up to the bad, sitting just a little bit away from Keisuke. Close enough that our knees would touch. When the knees touch. But far enough that nothing else did. It's a safe distance to be at. So... Family problems, huh? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. After a few seconds of considering it, I put a hand on top of Keikun's knee. Trying to at least seem a bit encouraging. Or be a little encouraging. Seem to be a little encouraging? God, this is hard. Okay, before we get into this, though, let the record show that I tried to avoid getting you involved in this whole debacle. Sorry. Good thing you guys aren't here right now. The burrito is... That's been the burping and the... That's been the feeling lately. Polite way of saying it. Grandmama would disapprove of it. Grandmother. Anyway. The record. Like, we're in a trial or something? I know I would if I had my way. What? Is it something that serious? Do you remember that account that I told you I had? The one I kept hidden from my family and used to store all my allowances for the past few years? The one that could buy an island? Sure, can't even sleep thinking about it. You could have just said yes. Yes. Anyway. Well, my family just found out about it. More specifically, Kurada, the attendant I made responsible for everything relating to the account, told them. And he didn't just tell. Since I needed to sign him as the adult responsible for supervising my account, as I was a minor when I opened it, he had full access. He sold me out for a better position with my grandmother's faction, collected information over the years on most of my movements, then took all the money before I could put the account under my sole discretion as an adult and gave it to her. Wait, what? Yes. He betrayed me and defected to my grandmother's faction. Maybe he lost faith in me after he realized I truly had no intention of taking over the company. Can't believe I didn't see it coming. I mean, all you have to do is think about it. What future is there for him and others like him? Continue serving a boss that antagonizes the other factions before fully withdrawing? That would leave him completely vulnerable without a backer in the company. Or maybe he planned this from the start and had no intention of aligning with me at all. Either way, I made a mistake trusting him. It bothers me that Alex was not the person you would trust with it first. Like, maybe it's because, Alex is just a bodyguard, so he wouldn't be allowed to trust a bodyguard with the account or some crap like that. Like, he's just a bodyguard for him. Like, he's not smart enough to do stuff with bank accounts or whatever. But I'm assuming Kuroda is like, the most established with it, and maybe when he was younger, Keisuke, when he first came to him, like, maybe when he wanted the bank account, he went to his dad and was just like, hey dad, who should I trust for this bank account? And the dad was just like, trust Kuroda. He is the best one. He's your best servant and he's your first servant, so. Also, he's not a bodyguard, so. And then he went to Kuroda. I don't know. I want to ask Basket this, like, why did he not trust Alex with the account? If he trusted Alex with the account, I know it could have possibly gotten him fired and whatnot, but Keisuke could have broken a deal with him. Like, this would be really hard for him to know as a kid, though, but, like, as a younger kid, not, like, now, but, like when he was, like, 8 or 10 or whatever he started the account, but it would have been really smart of him to know back then, like, hey, I'm gonna make this secret account, you and me, Alex, once I turn 18, I'm gonna sign on to it, we're gonna get away from this place, and we're gonna just basically get our own island and just hide away from them. Hide away from all of them. The Urusharas, they're all evil. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, okay, Alex is from another country. Yeah, that's probably so. Like, Alex is the only one who could really trust in the company, and probably because Alex came from another country, he's not probably one to be, like, trusting with a Japanese bank account or whatever. It's, like, probably not your first language. But then again, a lot of people have Swiss bank accounts. That's the whole stereotype in movies. Like, he has a Swiss bank account secretly, and it's like the evil villain has, like, secret money or whatever in the Swiss bank account. I don't know. I'm just plotting. Alright. Now I lost my Trump card. And now I have to support a company that supports Trump. I planned on using that money to secure my independence as soon as I turn 18. That way I can move away and be done with the Urushihara Corporation for good. I had enough saved up that I could live the rest of my life on it. Keisuke. Keisuke, I don't even know what to say. I mean, crap. What can I even say? What does someone say to someone else in this kind of situation? The whole thing is just so absurd. There's no way I could come up with an answer. Sorry, I had to get that out of me. Oh, I'll be fine. Honestly, I was more worried about you. Wait, what? About me? How do I even fit in this story? Kuroda knew about us. And now, so does my family. Crap! We are busted! Doing the Tim Allen. Okay, Ren describes it pretty well. Kuroda is Keisuke's personal servant rather than his bodyguard, which is what Alex is. Managing the accounts would naturally fall onto Kuroda based on that. Plus, they were quite close as well. I mean, they were back then a little bit, but he was always more attached to Alex. But still, a pretty reasonable argument for it. Yep, Alex. Yep, Alex. Basket says, yep, Alex shows up more because he is the bodyguard and so takes care of Keisuke outside the estate. But Kuroda was Keisuke's attendant for years before Alex. Oh, but years before Alex even showed up. Okay, that's the thing I was wondering. So he probably made the account before Alex even showed up, so. Thanks, Basket, for being there and answering my questions and making me... Or no, not making me. Thanks for answering my questions and helping me so I don't sound so dumb. And I feel bad when he reveals himself in the chat because then everybody just bombards him. And I'm like, I feel terrible for you, Basket. And it's like, I don't mean to. Kuroda was just as close to Keisuke as Alex is. Keisuke saw Kuroda as a father figure. My heart. Okay, that even hurts even more when you think about it. Holy shit. Okay. To think about how distant, like, Keisuke's actual father is and, well, technically, yeah, his mother even more so, but yeah. It just, all of his immediate relatives were just so distant from him. His grandmother's just kind of a dictator to him. Lord knows whatever happened to the grandfather. Maybe he was nice and just died, and then the grandmother was like, I'm the asshole, so let me be an asshole. Oh, God. I could theorize and talk with you guys about this for days. Like, I'm gonna go crazy, but we need to continue and maybe get some steaminess out of this. Rumors are there's steamy stuff coming out. Maybe that's not until the next update, but who knows? Did he just... huh? You're not serious. Just finding out that they know about the relationship, for context. I'm afraid I am. She was very smug when letting me know about it. Worst yet, she talked about how this was a great opportunity to sign you with us. Like a relationship is just some kind of business decision. I can't do that to you, Nico. I don't want you to be taken advantage of all because my life is a mess. What does that even mean? I was considering, just maybe, that it'd be better if we were to break up. No, don't do this to us! No! Yeah, I know his mother was a normal person, but I'm wondering about the grandfather. Sorry, Basket. I didn't mean to say distant as in for the mom, like in terms of like, you know, like he doesn't get to see her, like she's estranged. I didn't mean it like his father, where it's like his father's ignorant and his grandmother's an asshole. Like, I meant distance in like different definitions. Like they're not as a part of his life in a positive way as most other parents are or relatives. But like I said, whatever happened to Grandpappy Urushihara? I must know. Or maybe, yeah, the plot twist is Grandmother Urushihara was just such an alpha male that she just cloned herself and just had kids. Like, she just straight up just cloned herself, made a male version of herself, and just freaking pumped out children, just like some freaking crazy movie. Well, I know Grandpa's dead, but I was asking, like, more relationship-wise. Maybe that's gonna be something you're gonna tell us later, but I was just curious about that. I know Grandpappy's dead, Basket. Don't say that. Anyway, I was considering just maybe that it'd be better if we were to break up. His words, barely louder than a whisper, still echoed inside my ears like some kind of deafening scream. My chest tightened right away. My mouth and throat felt drier than ever they ever did before. All of a sudden, I could hear the blood flowing loudly into my ears. It was almost like being ripped away from my own body for a second. Getting hit by a bag of bricks all of a sudden. I didn't even think of how hard the possibility could hit me until I realized it was an actual possibility. So did the whole time at lunch when Keisuke was avoiding talking to me much. Was he thinking about that the whole time? Oh, that's a new expression. Please say you're kidding. You have to be. It's not like I want to. Of course I don't want to. But it is fair for me to only think about what I want. This could have potential to screw you up, or this could have the potential to screw up your life real bad. I don't even want to think about what they could do. They'd never hurt you, but they wouldn't hesitate to use you for a profit either. It wouldn't be fair to you. Believe me, I tried to think of a dozen different ways to justify it. It just can't be justified. Holy shit. He's actually serious. I don't... What's even happening here? Out of everything that could be going on, I never expected this. Is this some kind of cruel prank? It's gotta be, right? Keisuke seemed to be into me. He seemed so into me. Why? Why would he say something like that? No.
What? No. Hell no. Absolutely not. What? Nico? Before I could even realize what I'm doing, my fist flies through the air, landing squarely on Keisuke's jaw and causing him to fall backwards. Is that a love punch? Nico, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nico, why do you have such dense himbo juice? This is such himbo juice right now. He yelps, rubbing his jaw at the exact spot where I hit him, a dribble of blood going out of his mouth. What? What are you doing?
Are you out of your mind? Shut up! My outburst must have been so unexpected and out of character that Keisuke merely lies there on the bed, staring at me slack-jawed. Well, probably because you slacked his jaw after punching it so hard. I'm not taking that joke back, moving on. I know I shouldn't feel angry right now. In the back of my mind, I know it was unforgivable for me to hit him. But I just... Okay, don't you dare talk about what's best of me if I weren't involved. That's not your decision to make. Or that's not your decision to make. You moron. You have no idea what my family is like. You have no idea what they could do. They'd find a way to exploit you in our relationship for sure. Of course I don't want that to happen. Okay, you're not the one who gets to decide that, Keisuke. But I am a goddamn adult. I'm your senior. I'm not some goddamn damsel that needs to be protected. Stop trying to make all these decisions yourself. I'm more capable of deciding for myself what risks I want to take. Okay, but that's not fair to you. You shouldn't have to run any risks. And you breaking up with me without leaving me a choice to protest is fair? At those words, Keisuke fell silent. He adjusts himself back onto the bed, sitting upright once more, and scooting a bit closer to me. With his eyes still to the floor, he whispers something I'm barely able to understand. I just couldn't handle it if you ended up hurt because of me. I know. You're way too kind for your own good. It's part of the reason why I like you. You say that like it's no big deal. Honestly, yeah. I'm just as surprised as you are. We haven't been dating for long, and I never thought I would one day date a man before. Yet, here I am, getting pissed off and panicked at the idea of us breaking up. How did this even happen? How's your face, by the way?
hurts like a bitch.
But thanks for asking. I'm sorry. I feel something soft being placed on top of my knee. I'm going to hell for that one. When I looked down, I realized that Keisuke slowly slid his hand down. Never mind, resting it on top of my knee. Without even thinking about it, I put my hand on top of his.
Alright, anyway.
The hair immediately turns his hand around, placing his palm turned up and intertwining his fingers with mine, squeezing my hand tightly in his. It's quite alright. You're probably not the first person to want to punch me in the face. Just the first one that actually did it. It's a good thing Alex wasn't here. I'd be flying across the room right now if he were. I think I'd be dead if you were. I would be, my back, you know that back meme where it's like the bending back meme? I can't bend my fingers much, but you know the one where it's like the more it bends, the more feral it looks? Ours would just be a straight V. It'd just be like, me before Alex. Me after Alex. Maybe not. I think after what I said, he might just end up giving that one to you as a freebie. Oh, Alex. Keisuke and I share a quick laugh. It isn't enough to dispel the tense mood completely, but the atmosphere around us brightens up to the point of no longer being suffocating. This really sucks. I can imagine. I reach with my other hand, gently squeezing Keisuke's fingers, pulling on them and playing around with them as I do so. It's not often that I get the chance to play around with someone like this. It's reassuring to know that he's still here. I think Alex is going to leave me too, you know. What? Wait, what? No way. The guy loves you like crazy. There is no good reason for him to stick around. Alex is the rational type. He doesn't make decisions just on feelings like that. Facts don't care about your feelings. It's just like Alexander Drake, more like Alexander Shapiro. Hey. Oh man, why did I make such a horrible joke? Not only am I gonna burn in hell, but I am just gonna get roasted for that political joke. Fuck. If he continued aligning with me, he'd hurt his chances at the company. Maybe he'd even lose his job. No one would be crazy enough to make that choice. I think you're giving him too little credit here. He couldn't even look me in the eye after what happened. He quickly said goodnight to me and left back to his apartment. God, I hate Ben Shapiro. Yeah, he is one of like the worst people on earth. It's like, he's the type of person as a kid where it's like, he's like the biggest devil's advocate. Like, you know that character in Recess where he's like the tattletale for the teacher or whatever? He grew up to be Ben Shapiro. Low-key, that's it. Like, he's that tattletale-y, like, not tattletale-y, but like surface value. Like, he sees something that's like subjective and is like, this is objectively wrong because, and then it's like, not really, and then there are objectable reasons to disprove it, which make the whole topic subjective, and it's like, It's like the term of missing the point, and it's like everything goes over that guy's head. Watch him try and argue me and be like, hey, I'm gonna argue another college kid and try to roast him badly. I'm gonna roast more liberal college students, even though I'm like just left wing or whatever it is, like not just liberal Democrat or anything like that. I don't know what I am anymore. I'm no party preference. Anyway, moving on. So, what? Wait, let me get some context. Okay, he couldn't even look at me in the eye after what happened. He quickly said goodnight to me and left back to his apartment. What? That doesn't sound like him at all. It's alright. When you live in that kind of environment that I do, it's just to be expected. People use you just as much as you use them. I guess that's what life is like for the uber rich. Corporate types like my family. That's heartbreaking. It's been my life for almost as long as I can remember. I'm used to it. Doesn't mean you have to like it. I never said that I did. Keisuke leans against me. I can't speak. Keisuke leans against me, touching his shoulder to mine. When he looks down and sees both of our hands locked together, his smile's wide. He has multiple smiles, Jesus. His smile widens just a little bit more. Sorry. It was insensitive of me to suggest we break up. Would you have actually followed through with that? It's hard to say. My head is a total mess right now. I need some way to calm down and clear my mind, but there's no way that I'm getting any peace at home. Now more than ever. Then, why don't you stay here? Wait, what? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Spend the night. Wait until the weekend comes. Then we'll have what time it takes to sort it out. To see it through. And that's another one of my crappy Eurovision lyric references. Moving on. Try and guess which one that is, and I'll give you a penny. Just kidding, I might actually do something for a person. I should start sprinkling Eurovision lyrics in videos and whoever finds what song that is from and like what country and year it's from, first person to find that and give that to me, I do something for them, like maybe like a headshot drawing or like a voice commission or something. Just a little treat for you guys. That'd be kind of fun, right? But yes, wait until the weekend comes. That's a give me for you guys. I'll let you figure out which year that is from. But pretty unique title. Wait until the weekend comes. Anyway. Yeah, spend the night. I hardly think it's appropriate for you to be inviting me like that without even discussing it with your family. My mom doesn't care. Shuichi used to stay over all the time, and we hardly ever had to ask for permission. She knows Aki and I were forced to grow up and fend for ourselves pretty often since she needed to work to support us. She trusts me. I guess being a fool runs the family. Hey! I'm joking, of course. Well, not about the part of you being a fool, but you're also really sweet. I appreciate it. Do you think your family would let you? Okay, that is kind of hard to say. I might as well just ask. With how gleeful grandmother was about you and me fostering good relations, she might actually jump at the opportunity. Yeesh. I just had a huge chill run all the way down my spine and then some. God, that's a creepy as hell thing to hear out of your boyfriend's mouth. My grandma loves the idea. I'm doing it because grandmother told me to. Somebody just said I shall now devote the rest of my free time to rewatching the Eurovision contests. Watch all of them. Just, that's a fun little activity. Just if you want to binge watch something, watch every single Eurovision Song Contest. It will take you weeks, maybe even months, probably months to do it. But I've watched all of them up to like 2007 was the last one I watched, and then I haven't watched any like in full since. Like I've heard the songs from the other ones, but not like in the contest itself. So yeah, very wide experience for me. So, can I go outside for a bit? I'm sorry, but I'd really rather you and your family don't listen to me on the phone. It's okay. Gives me a chance to put on a shirt and check if anyone else got home recently. I think I heard some movement downstairs about half an hour ago, yes. Great. I'll get dressed and then I'll go check. It's probably Aki and I need to go make dinner. Okay. I'll be right back. He quickly walks out of the room, closing the door gently behind him. I quickly notice that, unlike Aki, Keisuke tends to walk very softly and carry a big stick. Tends to walk very softly everywhere he goes. I can barely hear the sound of his footsteps when he's nearby. As soon as the door's closed, though, it's like he's not even there. Okay then, time to put on a shirt. Oh wait. It's pretty warm still, and I'd rather not. But Aki tends to bitch around if I walk around the house without any clothes. Just like another character in this novel, am I right? Anyway, the only place that I'm comfortable not being fully dressed in, and I'm not even allowed to do it. Figures. Still. So Keisuke was going to break up with me. Huh. I feel like I managed to escape a terrible bad end by the skin of my teeth. Oh, that sounds so like... That sounds like it was like, not foreshadowing, but like retro shadowing or whatever, where it's like, oh, if we would have picked the bad decisions, we would have actually broken up with Keisuke, it would have been a bad ending. Oh, that would have actually just been insane to watch. Oh my god. From now on, I'll need to keep a close eye on Keisuke's mood and reactions. I can't risk something like this happening again the very next time something bad happens. And knowing how stubborn he is, I wouldn't doubt it happening for even a second. I'm sure he'd rather push me away than admit that he needs help. I can't allow him to suffer alone just because of stupid pride. I absolutely won't let someone so dear to me go through that. Maybe I should cook something Keisuke might like tonight. Even if he doesn't get permission to spend the night, he should at least be able to have dinner with us. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I think I'm gonna go make some curry. Shuichi threw a punch, but instead of hitting Keisuke, it broke the fourth wall. Nice. I'm just gonna double check to see the window is closed. I don't want to actually have the window open by accident and yell while people are walking by. The back window is always like pretty much closed, so I think that's fine. Anyway, just had to adjust my underwear because it's getting hot here. Let's take a sip of water between the scene transition. Heading downstairs. Oh, hey, Aki has a new shirt. Way to comment, bunny boy. Looks pretty good on him, too. Really matches the color palette, the scheme. It goes well with his scheme. Cut to Dirk watching people pass by as he screams at a gay furry tennis fan. That's me, guy who yells at gay furry tennis VN. Heading downstairs, I quickly scan the living room for any signs of other people. I see Aki sitting by the couch with his legs crossed, watching something on his phone. Aki, no, bad Aki. You really are home. Sorry, I said that terribly. You really are home. Welcome back. Aniki.
Yeah, I just got home about an hour ago. Keisuke-san just passed by and said you were coming downstairs.
I know. I offered to let him spend the night since things aren't too great at his place right now. He's probably on the phone checking if he's even allowed to.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
It's a good thing you offered then. For sure. And by the way, I'm making curry for dinner tonight. I figure that Keisuke is going to eat with us regardless of whether they let him spend the night or not, so I might as well make something to cheer him up. Oh, that's cool with me. I'm fine with curry. Oh, I bought some chocolates on my way home today. Think you could put some in the curry? I was just gonna eat a few pieces a day for the rest of the week, but I'd be fine if you just used it too. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Thanks, Aki. No problem. If there's anything I can do to help cheer up Keisuke-san, I'm all for it. He's always so nice to me. I wonder how Keisuke-san would feel knowing that he's so well liked. He'd probably look for a million different reasons to deflect. Who can relate? Woo! It's not 2018 anymore, so I can't say that. I remember working out to that song all the time freshman year of college for my volleyball team. That was like the only year we had the weight room from my experience, and I remember doing I had to do pull-ups, I had to do bench press, and I just remember that song blasting on repeat all the time. I'm just like, who can relate? Whoa! It hurt. And now I haven't lifted in 6 months. And I'm flabby boy now, so he'd probably look for a million different reasons to deflect. Oh, what are you watching, by the way? Looks like a video. Oh, this? I asked a friend to record a match that my rival... Jesus, what am I saying? This? I asked a friend to record a match that my rival in the club played. I'm studying it before we have a practice match next week. Oh, really? My, look at you being all serious.
Are you mocking me?
Am I a joke to you? Just Aki right now, that's gotta be one of the memes. Nico commenting on Aki watching a tennis video. Am I a joke to you? Not at all. Not at all. I'm proud. Tell you what, I'll make you some extra curry tonight so you can eat your fill. Oh, really? Yay! You're the best! Now I'm the best. What about all the other times you called me a pain in the ass just last week? Oh, whatever. I'll take the win while I can. Let's see. It shouldn't take too long to make this. I don't mean to flatter myself, but I'm pretty handy with the knife. Most of the work is just going to be chopping up the vegetables and dicing the meat. That shouldn't take me too long. Okay, I'll wash the vegetables first and organize everything I need to before I get started. Oh, and I'll check on this chocolate Aki told me to use.
Oh, it's really good quality chocolate too.
Okay, does chocolate go in curry? I've never had curry before, but that sounds so weird for curry.
That does not, like, curry doesn't sound like something sweet you'd put chocolate in. I don't know that many foods that would put chocolate in besides like
chocolate muffins or whatnot, like things you would eat in a regular meal. Like, it sounds like such a dessert thing to put in. Like, curry's not a dessert, right? Am I going crazy? I've been to this chocolate store before.
They make some great quality artisanal stuff. It's pretty trendy with the schoolgirls mostly. Oh, in sweet curry, people usually do put chocolate. Didn't know that. Okay, Keisuke's gonna bring it up. Spoilers!
No, I can't. It's not really an actual spoiler, but Keisuke talks about the curry he's eating? What? Alright, so I've been to this chocolate store before. They make some great quality artisanal stuff. It's pretty trendy with the schoolgirls mostly. Aki usually isn't the one to have a sweet tooth. I guess this one is his weakness. And even then, he said it would take him a week to get through this one bar. When I was his age, I would eat 4 of those in one sitting. One sitting?
I could probably do 2 in one sitting at this point. Like, I have 6 chocolate bars in the fridge. I could probably just nom on. And by fridge, I mean the freezer, because I like them solid as heck. I like that. I like chocolate chunk cookies. I like my ice cream super solid.
Call me crazy. Don't call me Carson, though.
Hey.
Carson's probably gonna kill me for that. Anyway.
And even then, he said it would take him a week to get through this one bar. If it were me, it wouldn't last a single day. Now that's my man.
Alright, time to get cracking and making a kick-ass curry for Keisuke.
I guess I'm cooking for my boyfriend. That's actually really nice to think about. Tears of realization for me kick in. Oh, there he is. While I'm working through peeling and chopping the onions, carrots, ginger, and potatoes, Keisuke finally comes back inside. Noticing me working in the kitchen, like I should be, because I'm the due diligent girlfriend, because I'm the due diligent mom of the house, he walks up to me, taking a seat by the counter and resting his face on his arms. Tough call? Not really. Oh, what happened? It was easy. Surprisingly so. Really? That's a good thing, right? Good. My family doesn't do nice things like that just to be nice. I spent the past 5 minutes trying to work out what kind of angle they might have for this. Is that why you stayed outside so long? Honestly, I was mostly just pacing back and forth and trying to think of possible reasons they might have. You worry too much. Oh, you're too gullible if you think so. Maybe they just realized you might need some time to yourself and after the tough conversation you had yesterday. Do you even hear yourself when you speak? Yes. It's how I know I have this super nice voice that sounds like hot caramel to the ears. Oh, you certainly don't lack in confidence. I swear Basket put that line in just for me to read.
Now I'm sounding super arrogant about my own voice, but... I mean, if I had to read it, I'll read it. I'm fine getting mocked a little bit if that brings a smile to his face. Although I wish he weren't having such a hard time holding back his laughter. You could stand to laugh a little less hard, you know. So... well... I guess I'm in your care for tonight. Oh, of course. Hell, you could stay for a few days if you want. I don't think they'd allow that. You also didn't think they'd allow you to stay for the first night. That's... true. But I still maintain that they must have some kind of angle for this. Something I didn't realize they could be exploiting. Who cares? Just enjoy your night away from home. Maybe you're right. Sitting around and worrying about endless possible scenarios where things go wrong and probably isn't doing any good for my sanity. That's alright. I tend to have that's alright. I tend to have that habit sometimes too. Maybe we're more compatible than we thought. Or maybe we're more compatible than we thought. I'd rather you not, say that out loud here. What? I wasn't even particularly loud. Yeah, but... Still clutching the knife in my hand. I point in the direction of the living room. Sorry, I took that so wrong. He's like, please don't say it too loud, okay? Still clutching the knife in my hand, I point in the direction of the living room, toward the little Shiba still sitting by the couch. He's precious. You'll corrupt him. I already know about you two, you numbnuts. What? You heard our conversation? Every word. Especially yours. Your voice like hot caramel tends to boom pretty loudly indoors. Oh no. That's... Don't laugh. Sorry. Keisuke covers his mouth with his right hand, tapping on the counter with his left. His face getting redder and redder as he continues to laugh. I hope you choke on your laughter. Don't say things like that. It just makes me laugh more. It's okay. You can make fun of Aniki. I'll allow it. Okay, this doesn't even concern you, brat. Be quiet. Shut up, peasant. Then don't talk so loudly in a public space. I wonder if I'd be able to hit him from here if I threw a potato at him. He was holding a knife, but now he's thinking about throwing a potato, thank goodness. Still though, I have good aim, but probably not that good. Either way, my point was just that if you needed to stay a few days, that would be fine too. Why does that have to be so difficult to get to? I appreciate it, or wait, no, that's Keisuke. I appreciate it. I do. Hell yeah, the title of best boyfriend is in the bag. By the way, since you're making dinner, can I help? Aw, I don't know. Can you? I swear to God, Nico, I deal with formalities all my frickin' life. I will slap you across the room. You taught me the basics. I can do at least that much. Sorry, I'm already done with the prep work. I was just gonna start cooking it now. Ah, drat. Curses. Foiled again. It's like Shuichi is like asking if you can cook. It's like, no, it's already in the oven. There's no other instructions, no possible other way for you to touch the food until it's all done and prepared. Curses, foiled again. Ah, drat. What? Upset you didn't have a chance to help? Of course I am. I don't want to be just a burden while I'm staying over.
You're not going to be a burden, you idiot. Besides, you're a guest. You don't sound convinced at all. Seriously, you're a pain in the ass sometimes.
Alright, fine. Since you really want to help, how about you take care of the sauteing the onions and meat while I go to the bathroom?
Certainly. I can handle something that simple.
Sets the house on fire. If I get back to this pot burning or covered in salt, I swear I'll be furious. I'm not that inept. Anymore. Yeah, right. I'll believe it when I see it. But I do want to pee, so I'll let him handle this. Should just take a couple minutes anyway. No, I'm kidding. Remember, once the meat starts browning, you lower the flame. Jesus. You lower the flame. Don't let it burn. I said I'm fine. Go away already. That's quite a bit of a lip from the person who messed up catastrophe. Alright, Basket, way to flex on me with your big words. Okay, that's quite a bit. Oh, I can't even speak because of that word. That's quite a bit of lip from the person who messed up catastrophically the last time I asked him for help. Whatever. I'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. If he messes up again, I'll just make him eat it. Literally. Yeah. A few minutes later, and a few burnt onions later. When I get back, I immediately smell the pleasant aroma of cooked onions and beef floating through the air. That sounds so good. Why didn't I buy steak? I have chicken and ground beef. I smell like beef, but I have some, no, it's actually ground turkey, never mind. I have some ground turkey, ground chicken, some like sausage links. What else do I have? Not too much, actually. Deli meats. But yeah, I have a very small amount of food for now because it cost me a lot of money to buy stuff, including my water purifier, because the tap water in the sink just tastes like crap, let's be honest. It tastes much better when it's filtrated. And so I had to get that. I got some ice cube trays and it looked pretty cool. So, yeah. Anyway, you got some fries? Anyway, when I get back, I immediately smell the pleasant aroma of cooked onions and beef floating through the air. It's enough to make my stomach gurgle lightly on impact. Huh. Nothing seems ruined and you didn't set the house on fire. Kudos. Oh, come on. Do you have to be like that? I only ever messed up once. And that once was enough to leave a big impact, mister. Sounds like my brother when he always talks about the time I burnt popcorn once. And will never let it down. And the funny thing was, it was such an old story from like, I don't know, 10 or so years ago from when I was much younger, that we had the old microwave back then. And I have that old microwave now in the kitchen here with me. We got a new microwave like 5, 6 or so years ago. And this story happened before it. And so now I have the oven that it happened in. So I know how to use that oven, god dang it. It's a microwave. I can't speak. Please help me. And that once was enough to leave a big impact, mister. Oh, there's ways you can burn popcorn, Scooby-Doo. Sometimes you leave it in too long and it stinks. Don't burn popcorn. Okay, I'm not letting you off the hook so easy. No, no, no. I need to have material so I can tease you on occasion. Everything looks to be in order. I could start adding the other ingredients like ginger, veggies, roux. Never heard of roux before. I want to know what roux is. I'm just gonna buy all the roux in the store. And I'll rue the day when I do. Looks pretty good, actually.
Roux.
Mixture of fat, especially butter, and flour used in making sauces. I should have bought butter. I forgot butter. If I bought butter, I could make that right now, low key. I can make some roux. It seems pretty simple to make, but I'm assuming there's probably some special ingredients you put in there, like some powder or some crap, besides the flour and the fat. Oh, equal parts flour and fat by weight. Oh, that's actually not bad. You're pretty knowledgeable about this stuff. Or you're pretty knowledgeable about this stuff. Yeah, I've been taught to cook when I was a child. Been doing it for almost 10 years. I would certainly hope I know what I was doing. Urata also has been cooking since he was a child. Yet he still prepares bioweapons instead of lunch. Oh, it would have worked so well if he said that he still cooks like a child. How did you miss that one basket? For shame. Shuichi is a special case. I don't blame him. Oh, make no mistake. The blame does not lie solely on him. All of you who constantly refuse to tell him the truth are just as guilty in this. What? That's not... Okay, that is just a really awkward conversation. No one likes being told they suck. So, in your mind, it's kinder to just let them suck. Or so it's kinder to just let him suck. Suck, suck, suck. Oh, Spaceball references, but what was the term that I just was confused about? No, not that one. Kinder. I never heard what the meaning of kinder is. I know there's a Kinder egg. I have to look up all these words. Now it's giving me the chocolate. There's a Kinder USA? I've only had Kinder like half a dozen times because it's like the eggs are banned here because toys or whatnot, but we can have giant ass Slurpees. Definition. I can't spell. But there we go. Kind. No, that's kind. Kinder. What is kinder? A class of small school young... Wait. Okay, where the heck is kinder? Old English. Jessenide. Or Jessenide. Or Jessenide? And that somehow changed the kind? What the hell is wrong with the English language? Having or showing a friendly... No, that's kind. I mean, it's... Is it just... Does it just mean childish? Because in German, Kinder is children. God, I'm gonna make another reference to a Eurovision song. There's a song titled Children Kinder Enfants, which Enfants is children in French. So, yes, I learned languages through Eurovision. What about it? Yeah, so it's like, you don't have to child him or whatever. So, jeez. It really is getting hot in here. No one really benefits from it. You guys just created a monster who is constantly told his food is good by everyone. So even when I tell him it isn't, he just goes, nuh-uh, everyone else really likes it. It's exhausting. Damn, Keisuke. Did you really have to turn up the heat now of all times? I'm already squirming here. Yeah, you guess we messed that one up pretty bad, huh? At least you admit it. If anything, I'm glad I'm not the usual target of his experiments. Oh, that's true. You're not even the one who was forced to try the stuff. You don't get to complain about it. Is what I want to say, but I know he'd tear me a new one if I tried that. Not like he's already gonna try that tonight, am I right? I'm not exactly longing to find out what it feels like to get yelled at by Keisuke. I think I'm fine not knowing that for the time being. Hey, right. I almost forgot to add the other ingredients. Oh, is that so? Careful you don't burn it. Now you're just getting back at me for earlier. Oh, absolutely. Ugh, you're so petty. No one finds that attractive. Stupid smug rabbit that isn't really a rabbit but is pretty much the same thing as one. Summing up hairs in one sentence. By the way, and sorry if this comes off across as stupid, but what's that chocolate for? For the curry. He's just like me earlier. You add chocolate to curry? Yeah, it's a pretty common thing. Did you not know that? The only times I've seen curry prepared were when I was a child and my mom would make it. I don't really remember much about what ingredients she used. Well, I'm using a roux tablet. Don't know they make roux tablets. Maybe I should look that up in the store. Let me see if American stores have roux tablets, or roux. I just read Basket's comment, Dirk. Kinder is literally the word kind. Is that the verb version of it, though? Like, am I just stupid for not knowing that? I need to look up in the dialogue box. I can't find it anymore, it's too late. I feel really stupid now. Kinderkindist. I'm stupid. Kinder, kindest. Oh my god, I can't speak. This is terrible. Kindergarten. Why am I getting so crazy? So, well, I'm using a roux tablet. These tend to be pretty bitter, so it's normal to add some chocolate to mellow the flavor out and make it more pleasant. Actually, even restaurants do it. Did you really not know? Do I look like someone who knows even a little bit about cooking? Yes, and it's not pronounced kinder, as in Kinder Egg. So it's kinder. You don't have to kinder him. I need to go back and look for context, because I'm going to go crazy if I do not look at it. Where is it? I read it. Oh my god. It's kinder to just let him suck. Why the hell did I think that was Kinder? Why am I so stupid?
I don't know. Let me just want to double check that I have seen text on, but I'm going to scroll back forward, but I'm going to pretend this has never happened. I'm okay. Everything is fine. There is no mental breakdown in Dirk's head. Do I look like someone who knows even a little bit about cooking? Point taken. You really don't. At least it is a normal thing. I was worried I was about to eat some Urata level cooking here. What? Okay, that's just insulting. There is absolutely no way. I don't lack common sense. Fair point. Sorry. Yes. Oh, yes. Jesus, I can't even read simple words anymore. Ye of little faith. Haven't I already proved to you time and time again that I can cook? Also, this is the kind of rude tablets I mean. Wait, what? Wait, did you send me a picture or something? Like... I'm just gonna double check to see if Basket texted me this, because I'm gonna be like crazy if he did. No. I just got 3 messages in my video announcements thing, and they're all my videos, because I was stupid and made the same video 3 times. So, anyway, root tablets are a thing. And I should probably just text my mom after this. Anything to break my mental breakdown right now, or to diffuse it. Alright, so... Did you not get the link? I posted a link in the stream comments. I don't know why it didn't come up. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe it's like too far back. I'm going as far back as the popcorn thing. Did you mention it after that? Yeah, I guess you didn't send the link, but maybe you just texted it to me. Lord knows. There we go. Golden curry. Oh, okay. Sauce mix. Thanks, Basket. I got it. Yeah, it just came in, so y'all chilling. And you're back to normal. You're not back to normal, but you went from your human sprite to your persona sprite. It's so weird because you switched at the same time Grizzly switched from his human sprite to a persona sprite profile pic. It was like so mind-boggling. It was at like the same time that I thought you guys were doing a prank. Like, you guys are purposely switching at the same time to mess with people. And then just like switch back at the same time like nothing happened. Oh, thanks, Basket, for sending it to me in the Discord. I just got that. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, ye of little faith. Haven't I already proved to you from time to time again that I can cook? And cook damn well, fried aside. Okay, that's some pretty good quality chocolate, though. Oh, does it even register as good quality to you? I thought you'd say something like, what is this trash supposed to be? You peasants dare call it chocolate? Okay, when in your experience have I ever sounded like that? I don't know. There's a first time for everything. Really? Well, here's another first for you. What? Did you just kiss me? My entire body tenses up, a shiver running from my base of my tail to the back of my neck. I jumped forward immediately upon feeling something slap me hard on my... my bottom! Did he just slap my ass? Basket, did you make him just slap my ass? Okay, now the last time he and I pranked people was when we dropped the April Fool's thing, lol. Did you hear my comment earlier about Keisuke and Orlando during the whole family meeting scene where I was just like, they go back as far as like the Ashigar or whatever it was, dynasty, and I'm just like, maybe there's some dark secrets to their family just like Orlando's family. No wonder they got along so well. And I started conspiracy theorying in my head, so maybe they're gonna somehow merge. I did, yes. Glad you're there. I need the validation of the creator to make myself feel validated. I'm joking. Don't ever feel that way when you're playing a game. Like, was the phrase like, don't idolize your, or was it like, don't something your idols or whatever? Like, yeah, like, don't put them on too much of a pedestal or whatever it is. Like, there's some dumb phrase about that. Moving on. He slapped me in my bottom. What the hell was that? That's for trying to tease me and calling me a snobby rich guy in the process. Oh, that's not fair. I wasn't prepared for that. Yes, close enough, Inugami. You know what I mean. Somebody's gonna use that against me whenever I try and argue them and be like, Dirk can't speak. Dirk can't make arguments. Just like how politicians do that crap nowadays. Like, he stuttered, therefore he is incompetent. Like, whoa, people stutter? Ugh, I hate that whole debate thing. So, anyway, you can't just go around slapping people's butts like that. What if I had knocked something down? What if I had something down there that you slapped instead? And for now, my next trick. Watch me disappear into the living room before you can try to give me some kind of payback. Woo! Oh, come back here, you fuck! Oh, sorry, I'm going away now. I'm gone. Bye! I will have my revenge, just you wait. Next time, bunny boy. Preferably when I'm not stuck tending to a pot. Don't meet your idols, that's the phrase. Thank you, Inugami, I can remember it. Moving on. Oh shit, I also need to make rice. Also, oh shit, I have rice in my cabinets. I bought a huge thing for like $11 and it was so worth it. I should probably make rice after this, but it's 10 o'clock. I don't know why I'm up this late. Ugh, my revenge gets farther and farther away. Just you wait, Keisuke. I will get back to you if it's the last thing I do. Stay in the kitchen where you belong. Oof. Oh, you got me hard. I mean, my kitchen's right there, so technically I'm kind of in the kitchen, and the bedroom, and I'm in all the rooms. Oh shit, Dirk is a VN character confirmed. Y'all wish. I'm still waiting for the day Basket makes me the red panda waiter on day 10 of Shuichi's route. I am waiting for that day to happen. Waiting for my cameo, Basket. Anyway. Maybe I'll just pay $100 and get in like the other guys did. I don't think he has spots for that anymore, but he did do that before, and that's how Alex was a thing. Fun fact. Moving on. That was really, really good. Wait, Dirk, you sell my name. Dirk, you call my name. Oh, of course, from earlier, of course. I'll get you next time, buddy boy. Anyway. I'm still flopped on the couch trying to digest my meal while Aki and Keisuke talk excitedly about tennis. In the time it took me to finish cooking, Aki took a bath and got changed. Good thing, too. That way he doesn't have to hear Keisuke complaining about how he stinks. For someone who claims to have a bad nose, he certainly is picky with that stuff. If it were me, I'd focus on attacking his backhand. If you watch closely, you'll notice that he doesn't go for flats and topspin shots when he's forced into using his backhand. I guess he's not confident in it, so he uses a slice 90% of the time. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. I mean, I noticed he uses slices a lot, but I didn't realize he was avoiding other kinds of shots. Oh, it's not uncommon for younger players to do that. The relative lack of experience means that most of them don't have the training to properly employ shot variety. In his case, this guy seems like he focuses a lot on his forehand. And his backhand is pretty rough. I wonder if that's why he plays so aggressively. Still, his style is pretty orthodox. Tries to start strong with a serve and then force his way into an advantageous position with strong shots. Even when he does mix it up, you can tell he's not as skilled outside of forehand topspin. Also, notice how he always goes for a slice whenever he faults on the first serve. That is easily exploitable. He's afraid to take risks, so he uses a shot that has higher likelihood of going on. It's predictable. Aki nods along with Keisuke's words, taking notes on different strategies and weaknesses that might take advantage of when playing against this kid. You know, it should be considered cheating to get this kind of intricate advice from a player like Keisuke. No matter what, he is always so thorough with this stuff. Actually, I'm just getting chills just thinking about it. It doesn't help that Keisuke has been zeroing in to me more and more lately. I'm having to work my ass off to keep him down when we play, just because the damn bastard can predict most of my plays by now. Still, can't these two talk about anything else? I mean, I get that we're all tennis players, but I'm not the kind that does this. I remember trying to be like this, just so for my job I could just so that I could get a job in statistics. But then none of the volleyball statistic positions opened up, and the baseball one that I applied for recently did not go through because they wanted people that were more familiar with baseball. So yeah, rough luck for me. I don't think I'm ever going to get a job at this rate. Moving on. I'm not even part of the conversation as it stands. That was the last video I had of him. Thank you for the help, Keisuke-san. It was my pleasure. Kick his ass.
I'll try my best. He's already beaten me 3 times before.
Then make sure to not give him a 4th.
Yes, sir.
You sure are a good student.
Yeah, I need to do this kind of thing. I'm not a good enough player to be able to play however I want without caring about my opponent.
Being able to follow your own gameplay as if your opponent isn't there at all is certainly an enviable skill.
On the other hand, it makes it so Aniki is no help when I try to ask for advice on this stuff.
Older brothers.
Hey, that's not fair. You know I'm not an analytical player.
You have been changing a little bit on that end. You're being a little bit more selective with your shots lately when we practice.
That's only because I have to play you, or... That's only because I have to when I play with you. If I don't, there's a serious risk you might eventually overwhelm me.
Moving on. So, I thought I missed a comment.
1:27 a.m. in South Carolina. I'm sorry for anybody I kept up late because of this. Go to sleep. This will still be here in the morning.
So, it's not as if I like doing it. Thinking too much makes my head hurt. You got upset when people call you an idiot. Yet you say things like that. Okay, I can't help it, okay?
I'm a person that moves mostly by instinct.
Must be nice being an airhead. Got him!
Those two things aren't even remotely the same. Okay, you take that back.
It sure would be nice having such overwhelming talents that can afford you to not even bother trying. Okay, that is not true at all.
Don't say things like that. No, I am 19 years old and I can do whatever I want. That feeling when you're an adult. I'm an adult. Man, I ain't a part of your system. Anyway. Even I'm trying my hardest in my own way, you know. Oh, Aniki, how about you come watch me not... Oh, Aniki, how about you come watch my match next week? It'd mean a lot to me if you did. Huh? Well, what's with the sudden change in ow! What do you think, Aniki? Can you come? Pretty please. I don't know. When is this match anyway? I might have practice. Oh, but I really wanted you to come. Oh, my heart! Don't say no to that face. You are horrible. You are horrible if you say no to that face. What am I saying? Of course I'll be there. Yay! What? Okay, I'll tell you the time tomorrow. We still need to decide on that. I'm gonna head to bed now, though. It's getting kind of late for me. Oh, that's true. It's already past 10. Seriously, it's like 10:30 right now for me. Wouldn't be good for you to stay up that late. The same goes for you. Be careful you don't end up like a zombie tomorrow. I'll be fine. Keisuke and I will go to bed in a bit. Gotcha. Good night, Aniki. Night, Keisuke-san. Oh, yeah, right. Good night, Akiyoshi-kun. Aki bids us a final good night before walking up the stairs, leaving Keisuke and I alone in the living room. Oh boy. Are you okay? You look a bit out of it. I'm fine. Akiyoshi-kun just... he elbowed me kind of hard. Huh? He did? When? Why? It's... You don't need to worry about it. If he's like giving him the nudge to make the next move on him, holy shit, this kid is smart. As I'm like, kid, you don't need to know that stuff at that age, Aki. So, you don't need to worry about it. Aki's gonna be happy he got those noise-canceling earbuds back. Those were oh, no. No, those were Aki's. Never mind. Oh. No. Cover his ears. Cover his eyes. He's too innocent. I don't think 24:33 is the time. I think it's actually 00:33. I think that's how they do the time for 24-hour clock. It's weird. So, no way, that's super rude. And after you were being so nice to him too, I should go upstairs and chew him out for... It's fine.
It wasn't an accident while he was getting up. It wasn't an accident. It was an accident while he was getting up. Oh, really? Then why didn't you just lead with that? Jeez, making me get the wrong idea. You are really one jumping to conclusions. Of course I would be. You tell me someone elbowed you hard, what else am I supposed to take from that? And there's no way I'd let you bother... And there's no way I'd let my own brother get away with hurting a guest like that. Alright, you win this one. Thank you. Besides, I like Akiyoshi-kun. I don't want him getting in trouble for my sake. You two sure seem to get along pretty well. It is nice talking to a fellow intellectual. Akiyoshi-kun probably gets me on a spiritual level. Yo, is that so? Sure sounds nice, all right. Why don't you spend the night in his room then? Gross, Nico. Get some help. You're not seriously getting jealous because I get along with your younger brother, do you? What, me? No. After all, I'm too much of an idiot to even notice if things are being weird. Okay, what is with this all of a sudden? Oh, it's nothing. You don't need to worry about it. Nico. Nico. Even though this is your first time spending the night, you were fawning over Aki the whole time. Huh? And you, come on. Even I am going to get a bit jealous if you seem to only give attention to someone else when I'm around. Don't laugh. I'm sorry, it's just... I never pictured you as the type to get jealous over stuff like that. Oh, God. Okay, sue me, okay? Even I'm going to get down once in a while if my own boyfriend isn't paying attention to me. After I went through all the trouble of making you a nice dinner and everything. Oh, don't be like that. Of course I appreciate you going that far to make me happy. Okay, Aki basically knows Yuichi loves playing the older brother roles. When he saw Yuichi was getting upset, he decided to ask help to cheer Yuichi up. Then he stopped Kei from bringing it up. Wait, what? Wait. Otherwise, he'd fail at cheering Yuichi up. Aww. I was thinking about that. I just could not piece that together in words. Hold on, I'm really stupid. I am as airheaded as Nico, if not worse, or Yuichi, either way. I'm more airheaded than this character. I appreciate you going that far to make me happy. Oh, sure. Here, how about I show you? Huh? Keisuke moves over from the smaller couch where he had been previously sitting, plopping himself down right next to me. Okay, what are you... Oh, God! Oh, God! It's the one! This is it! Oh, dear God! A hand softly cups my cheek, pulling me closer ever so gently. You don't ever have to worry about that. You're the only one I like. Keisuke presses his nose against my neck, causing a burst of electricity to run all the way through my body. As I shiver, tensing up on my seat, Keisuke laughs. His voice echoes softly and close to my ear, making my heart skip a beat.
Let me prove it to you. Lips touch the side of my neck, warm and moist. Having him do something like that to such a sensitive part of me is... Oh, what was that? I kinda like that noise. I'm a bit sensitive there. Oh, is that so? I never have guessed your neck would have been a weak spot. Yeah. Can you do that again? I would even if you didn't ask. This is so beautiful. Pulling me even closer to him, the hair plants multiple kisses on my neck. Tender and soft, Keisuke's body pressed against mine is such a pleasant sensation that it makes me want to melt. Instead of kissing the same exact spot, he moves his lips up and down the length of my neck, giving me attention everywhere. Is this all right? I nod, not trusting myself and to try and speak. I can't be sure my voice won't come out all weird and whiny if I do. You smell really nice, you know. So do you. Like vanilla. It's so sweet and pleasant. It's the special shampoo I use. I always take it with me when I practice. I'm glad you like it. Keisuke gently rubs my cheek with his thumb, running his hand through the entire side of my face, letting the tip of his fingers make contact freely with the skin. It's a really nice sensation. You seem like you're really liking this. I am. No, I mean... Oh boy, time to censor. I need to get to the censor bar. You can't see that. Censor it right now. Censor. No, I'm kidding. Wait, just making sure I didn't accidentally leave it. Keisuke shirtless. Oh, there you are. There you are. You sure took your time. Oh, you're not asleep yet? Oh, of course not. I'm staying at your place and sleeping in your bed. It'd be rude to go to sleep when you're still awake. Keisuke is sitting on my desk, reading sitting on a chair next to my desk, whatever, is sitting on my desk, reading a book that I'm pretty sure isn't mine when I walk in. I'll pee on the Bible if it tests me. Oh no. Don't say that, Akira. That's witchery. So he looks me up and down, whistling to himself. That's a dandy bulge. I could just imagine Keisuke trying to say it like that, but he's like completely failing. That's a nice bulge. And he tries to say it like Southern, but completely messes up. He'd end up saying it like James Hendricks. He's just gonna be like, nice bulge you got there, partner. Don't get him home. Anyway, I feel a sudden urge to put on more clothes. God, what? It's not like you haven't seen me in just my undies back in the locker room. Oh, I have. You still hide yourself away every time it happens, though, so I've only barely had a chance to glance at you. Your package sure looks big like that. Just shut up and go to bed. Aye, aye, sir. I turn off the lights, basically tossing myself into the bed as fast as I can just so I can get the embarrassment done and over with. Let me reenact how he probably jumped into bed, or tossed himself into bed. That was a lot less dramatic than I thought it'd be. I thought I was gonna fully jump like in those TikToks. I don't have TikTok, but I just seen the compilations where the people do that jumping into the camera meme. Somebody made a TikTok about me or whatever. Like, somebody like DM'd my NSFW account, even though the thing they sent me was like safe for work. I'm like, okay, but they ended up doing a fan drawing of me like traditionally, and they ended up doing a little TikTok with a song over it, and the song slapped, by the way, and I retweeted it. So you can check out my Twitter for that to see where it is. I forget what the person's name is, but I'm sorry. I think it's Bunny Boy? I'm not sure if it's the same Bunny Boy that's in this chat right now, but if it is, speak loud now or forever hold your peace. Anyway, so I turn off the lights, basically tossing myself into bed as fast as I can, just so I can get the embarrassment done and over with. Oh, that is you, Bunny Boy. Bunny Boy, that is nice work. Shout out to that guy right here. The one that just said that's him. It's him. He does great work. I would love to have like a digital image of that. If you could like, I don't know, either like scan it or take a photo or something to like capture that for me, because I would love to save that. I save all my fan arts. Like, I have a full folder of them, and it's really sweet to have. Like, you guys do that for me? Nico just swats and bombs into the bed. Okay, so I can get the embarrassment done and over with. He follows my lead, waiting for me to get in first before he follows suit. Probably waiting to see what side I pick. Right away, he puts a hand on my waist, making me freeze. Oh, relax. There's no need to clam up like that. I'm not going to try and cuddle you or anything. I just want to wish you a good night. Oh, right, yeah. That's fine. Keisuke places his forehead on the back of my neck, nuzzling me. Aw. It's an oddly relaxing gesture. Good night, Nico. Thank you again for letting me spend the night. You've been wonderful. Yeah, I'm happy to have you here too. Keisuke turns around on the bed, leaving us back to bed, both sleeping on our sides. At first, I have a hard time relaxing in this unfamiliar situation, but soon the lure of sleep is too much to resist, and I drift off to a peaceful dreamland. I'm just gonna double save here, just to be safe. Oh, calling me a genius because that was perfect timing. There we go. Just wanted to double check that was the last line. Hey guys, you've reached the current end of the Keisuke content. I hope you've enjoyed what you managed to play so far. As you guys may or may not already know, all development in Tennessee is possible thanks to all my amazing patrons and other supporters who make it possible for me to dedicate the time to work on the game as well as to commission the art for it. If you haven't already, and if you're able, maybe you could consider help to support us too. Just click here and you'll be taken right to my Patreon page. I don't know where to click. Where do I click, Basket? Where? Link is also in the description of this video, so check that out. And also Naira's Twitter, I think, is also in there. I know her DeviantArt is for sure. Yeah, her DeviantArt and Twitter are on there, so follow them there. Follow Basket on Twitter. Yeah, he has Basket account, not Tennessee's account. Okay. Grizzly's the one that has the password account. People have different accounts for different things. Hallie uses Echo as like his Twitter account in a sense, but
well, doesn't really use it much other than posting updates. But yeah, support the mans. Support the mans and the gals. By gals I meant Naira too. Like, support thems. Support the two of thems. They're amazing. They do great work. And maybe someday, if I can afford it, I will work with them on a project. I spat so much, I apologize. Jesus. Yep. Anyway, once again, thank you all, and we'll see each other in the next demo. And we are done with Keisuke's update for day 28/29. Or end of 28, but you know what I mean. So, I got some work to do with that special scene for my patrons. I'm going to make that, and hopefully by tomorrow morning it will be posted. The reading won't take long. It's just sitting down, doing it in a take, and then just compiling and uploading it. It's going to be the thing that takes time. So yes, a lot of people are loving this update. Nipples against Twitch. Terms of service, of course. Yeah, man, this one was really good, and June's recent route was really good. I agree with you. I was really no offense, Basket, but I was pretty disappointed in Shuichi's last update. I was hoping things would progress a little more, but that might just be to get everybody at day 29, to get everybody at day 30 for the next round of characters, so maybe we'll have sex with Shuichi on day 30, hopefully. Not nudging you, Basket, but please? Or maybe June. Who knows? This is episode 68. Next episode is episode 69, so I hope Basket does not let us down. I'm sorry I sound so pressuring. So, yeah, that's it for this update. I'm quickly gonna head out after checking a few more comments. So, yeah, everybody's trying to go to sleep, so everybody's just peacing out at this point. Wait, we had as many as 60 viewers. Jeez, people watch me? 63? Holy crap. I didn't know people actually cared. You guys are awesome, though. Seriously. I'm surprised nobody peeked at the sex scene. If anything, things dropped. 69. Lol. What is sleep? Amen to that, but I need to go finish that novel, so... Not that novel, Jesus. I do need to finish some things for my novel's next update, but that's all in due time. But yeah, I'm gonna go read that sex scene again, but for patrons only. So, anyway, you guys can check out my Patreon, which will have the uncensored version of this. Not this entire update, but that scene that I censored. But yeah, that is pretty much it. You can support my game on itch.io. Just look up Ocean Avenue, itch.io or whatever. You could you could also find the link on my Twitter account, Ocean Avenue VN. So search for that on Twitter, so that will have the link in bio. So yeah, I am plugging myself in like crazy in a 4.5 hour video. So might as well. I mean, what else can I say then? Other than had a blast, and had a blast in more ways than one. No, I'm kidding. I didn't actually do that on stream. Like, it's unprofessional. But I do get into character with my acting, at least, so. Anyway, I should get going now, so that is all I have for this episode, and until next time, take care, guys.